Very please, Your Lordship. Then may I be permitted to move in urgent motion at 2 o'clock?
What is the urgency?
Urgency is, my lord, we are all LPG distributors, my. Lordship knows under the Ujala scheme, we were supposed to give connections to some women, my lord. Now, my lord, the verification and all are done by the ICL. We have no say in that. All that we have to do is, my lord, as directed, we have to give a connection. Now, it has so turned out that multiple connections, the connections were taken by those beneficiaries. Maybe under HPC, maybe under IOCL. Now, my lord, authority wants to recover money from us. How we are responsible? Under this scheme, my lord, we have got no financial implication.
So it is so urgent.
Absent, madam. Today is the last day where they would like to, my lord, recover the money.
Okay.
I'm being clear. I have a prayer for urgency tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Motion. Subject.
Subject matter contract which is opening on 13 or 14 months. We are not allowed to participate. Although we are qualified, but they said we will bid minimum for 2 instead of 1. But in ONGC they are saying 1 to 10 similar items. 1 to 10 anybody.
14. So we can be it can be taken up 13.
No, let it be tomorrow, but I will not be there. 14 months. Right. May it please your lordship.
Mic to running.
May it please your lordship. For the 2 matters, there are no interim orders. I pay for an accommodation. I have sought the consent. At numbers 18 and 27. Could it be on Friday, my lord?
18.
And 27.
Okay. 27.
Could it be on Friday, my lord? Some
Okay.
difficult.
Okay. On the prayer of Mr. 18 Likhibo, as Gonic Learning Council for the petition released the case on Friday.
Friday.
Monday?
Monday.
Monday. Same 27.
I'm deeply obliged.
You have informed the other side?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It is Likhibo consent.
May it please your lordship. My lord, may we be allowed to move the motion matter, my lord, unlisted day too. My lord, regarding the same matter your lordship has heard on Friday pertaining to my lord supply of APR slips, wherein my lordship protected us till today. Now, which after the order was passed, we had gotten a copy of the minutes of the meeting. So today we have filed a repetition challenging that minutes, my lord. And as the original case is pending before your lordship, so I humbly submit if your lordship can accommodate us today at 2 o'clock, my lord. Kindly, my lord, may. I'm highly obliged, my lord. Well, I have filed a very urgent matter on Friday, my lord. Motion matter. So like
Friday.
for district, well, no, my lord. Very urgent, my lord.
Friday.
No. Friday I have filed, my lord. Tomorrow, my lord.
No, when is it?
Then what? Yes. Next, item number 1 and 2. I think the top of the list, that is your lordship already ordered to list in the
Yes,
bench 5 meter.
Registry has.
Yes.
Okay, B Sinha, SK Talukar Likido. R Goswami Likido. Okay, no, okay. B Sinha, SK Talukar, and R Goswami are present. Registry to verify the subject matter of the repetition and list the case in the admission column before the appropriate bench after a week, comma, as in deference to the order dated 40/8/2023.
Yes, obliged.
May I please your lordship, I'd like to mention for listing WPC 1506 of 23 on 14/9/23.
14/9
14.
Thursday. Why?
Because of which urgency your lordship.
What urgency?
Uh,
Subject matter?
Subject like cattle market
No urgency. Next week, Monday.
next week Monday. May I please your lordship, I beg to mention an unlisted matter which is filed today lordship And matter is very urgent because Lordship petitioner house is partially demolished by the eviction going on in still.
Hence five.
May I please your lordship, with the consent of other side, I beg to mention item number 25, lordship. Kindly matter may be taken after 2 weeks, lordship.
You are for the petitioner.
No, respondent, lordship.
Who is for the petitioner? Yes, Mr. Sharma.
Yes, 25.
Yes, do you have consent?
Some date may be given. Or on Monday, well, next.
Monday, okay. Next Monday, okay. Mr. S. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner is present. MS
J. Gogoi, lordship.
J. Gugoi, what is the ground?
My lordship, some records are required in this case.
Okay, you are for Mr. Das?
And thus, lordship.
Okay, representing Mr. R. M. Das, and standing counsel, Water Resource Department has sought accommodation on the ground that some records are not yet received, full stop, as sought for by Ms. So Gugoi. Release the case on next Monday.
Okay. May I please, your lordship, I beg to mention for listing of a WPC for withdrawal, my lordship.
Okay,
It pleases a loss in mind. I look for withdrawal, my lord, it is a doing for listing, my lord.
when do you want?
On my lord, tomorrow, my lord.
Tomorrow, Joel. Okay.
May I please, I get to mention item number 20, madam. Matter become infractions, madam, regarding contractor bill.
Mr. D. Gugoi,
I've taken.
learned counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the subject matter of the petition has become infractious.
My-
So the in view of the above submission made by students, the petition is dismissed as infractious.
Highly blessed.
If I may please the lordship, I beg for listing a matter for admission. It's a matter related to payment for services,
Payment?
payment for services.
Okay, next week.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, this is a joint prior by the petitioner as well as respondent number 1, 2, and 3 with WPC number 540 of 2020. Lordship, Lordship, this has been made for withdrawal of the petition. The matter may be
Okay,
listed any day this week.
tomorrow.
Much obliged.
May I please better mention item number 24, lordship. This council are out of station, lordship.
24.
Yes, lordship.
Okay, Mr.
SS Bora.
H. S. Bora, on the prayer of Mr. H. S. Bora, learned counsel appearing for Mr. E. Hazarik,
Yes, lordship.
learned counsel for the petitioner. The case is passed over for the day. It is stated that consent has been taken from the learned counsel for the respondents to make the prayer.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention on item number 45. The matter has become infructuous. May I close the-
Mr. F. 40D.
Yes.
Learned counsel for the petition has submitted that the matter has become infructuous. In view of the above submission made by so and so, the content petition is closed as infructuous.
Much obliged.
Indulgence in mentioning item 4 of my lordship's list.
Yes,
I had instructions to file an additional affidavit, my lord. I require 2 weeks. The affidavit is to come from out of state. my lord.
okay, Mr. P. N. Chaudhary, learned counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the petitioner wants to file an additional affidavit in the case.
Maybe
Ah.
fix it for 26th, my lord.
You file, it will be in the motion column itself.
My lord.
The prayer is allowed, leaves the case, in the motion column after filing of the additional affidavit after 2 weeks.
Obliged, my lord.
Daily list item number 3.
Lordship, in this case, I have received the instruction on Friday last, lordship. Let it be come up.
What is the subject matter?
Land,
This is also bench 5.
lordship.
I don't know. Let the registry examine
Lordship.
R. H. Chauhan,
Yes.
petitioners. Mr. Roy, you appear for whom?
Lordship, I am appearing for,
Revenue,
no, lordship. I am
MS Z. Hazarika, standing counsel revenue. Okay, 1.
I am for 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, SS Roy, learned Junior Government Advocate Assam, for the respondent number 4, 5, and 6, and MS N. Kotoki,
2 and 3.
learned standing counsel, Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Department for the respondent number 2 are present. Learned counsel for the,
2 and 3.
okay, 2 and 3. 2 and 3. The council board of parties have submitted with the subject matter of the petition pertains to bench five. To stop office to examine, the registry to examine and leave the case before appropriate bench. Yes, have you filed any?
No, Lordship, we have received on Friday only, Lordship, after 2 weeks.
2 weeks then? 2 weeks before the appropriate bench.
Okay. For motion item number 5,
So I have any given. IA, after I think you have to file amended cost package, right? Okay. I heard Mr. M.K. Bora. Learned counsel for the applicants. Mr. S. Doctor, learned standing counsel on site and rural development department for the respondent number. Opposite party number
1246.
1, 2, 4, and 6. Mr. S. S. Roy, learned junior government advocate Assam for the respondent number opposite party number 3. The applicants as read petitioners have preferred the connected read petition, WPC number 4290/2023. Full stop. In the read petition, the read petitioners have alleged about setting up a market by the Panchayat authorities
Yes, Lord.
in the private patta lands of the applicants that's read petitions. Full stop. The instant interlocutory application has been preferred, seeking correction in the party respondent number 7 in the area of respondents in the read petition as the number as the party respondent number 7 has been inadvertently mentioned as party respondent number 11 in the cost title of the connected read petition. As the mistake appears to be an inadvertent one, the instant interlocutory application is allowed to stop the office to correct the party respondent number 11 in the connected read petition as party respondent number 7. Full stop. The applicants, that's read petitioners, shall file an amended cost title of the read petition WPC number 4290/2023 during the course of the day. Full stop. Okay. Read petition. M.K. Bora, learned counsel for the petitioners. As Dr. Standing Council Panchayat and Rural Development Department for the respondent number 1, 2, 4, and 6. Mr. S. S. Roy, learned junior government advocate Assam for the respondent number 3. Yes, do you have any instruction, Mr. Doctor?
On the last date, I have placed my lord. Lordship, we are about to pass the notice of motion, Lordship.
What was the instruction? I forgot.
Instruction was that, according to them, my lord, it's a government land. That is my instruction.
Government land.
As per my telephonic instruction,
Ah,
that petitioners,
Okay.
it's a government land.
eh,
So I was requested, my lord, that circle officer may be directed to verify whether it's government or private land.
28/8/2023 order to Saudi, at the table of honor. Okay. In view of the, in view of the order passed today, in the interlocutory application ISC number 260/2023, the registry to carry out the correction in the cost title on the submission of amended cost title by the relief petitioners. Full stop. Para 28/8/2023, the petitioners staying number table of announcement. Table of all paragraph को लिख दीजिए. One Mumtaz Ali is no. Mumtaz Ali is within bracket respond number 7. Absolutely. Par contra. Mr. Doctor, Standing Council, Panchayat and Rural Development Department. On the basis of instructions received by him, I has submitted that the parcel of land where the respondent number 7 has been allowed to operate the market is a government land, right? Full stop. The matter would require further examination, issue notice, returnable in 4 weeks, as so and so has appeared, accepted. The petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 5 and respondent number 7 by registered post with AD within 2 working days. Full stop. In view of the projections made on the basis of the documents including Jamabandi, annexed to the petition, it is provided that there shall not, the respondent authority shall not operate any market through the respondent number 7 in the plots of land, mentioned in the table above, till the returnable land. Table, there's log number, patta number are mentioned. No, for it.
Item number 6.
Seven are identical lordship. This relates to the cancellation lordship and issue notice in one of the cases.
Many 5, I think 5 I have issued, minimum 5 petitions I have issued notice. B. Chakraborty and Mr.
M. Bhuyan, Lordship.
M. Bhuyan, Learned Counsel representing Mr. B. Gugoi,
Lordship.
Learned Standing Counsel, Health and Family Welfare Department, for all the respondents.
Yes, Lordship. All
All the
the
respondents. How many? One petitioner?
Lordship one.
Okay, the petitioner is agreed. Who is the cancellation notice?
Lordship. That's the next lordship.
Page.
It's 36.
Okay. Cancellation notice dated 5/5/2023 within bracket annexure G. Petitioner short head, petitioner liquidable. Does not have liquidable. Same. In the other one,
Same lordship.
one petition.
One petition.
One petition, same. You, Mr. Bhuya, you represent all the
Lordship, all
Like,
Item number 8.
Payment of Wages Act.
As per Lordship's direction, I have received some instruction, Lordship.
Oh. Hey, 1 and 2. Only for two. 1 and 2. Even notice if you do this.
Lordships, my lord, may kindly fill the paragraph 3, Lordships,
Paragraph 3.
Lordship. 3, first page, Lordship, last 2 lines, it starts with first page, Lordship. My lord directed us to obtain instruction in respect of page 61, Lordship. Page 61.
Yes,
Lordship.
payment of wages act. Now, Ms. Borua,
It's fine.
let us take up payment of wages act. Mr. Gogoi, have you made them aware about the instructions?
Lordship, I have already supplied, Lordship. I have already supplied.
সিদিনাখন নাছিলে। Yes, it is about wages, right?
Yes, my lord. Non-payment of wages.
Hmm.
From
Let us
January
see how the things have proceeded. This petitioner was an employee
employee of my.
of WIMCO.
Unco. Subsequently, the Unco was taken over by the.
No, right, let us see the proceedings. Come to page 32.
Yes,
Yes, this kind of conciliation is provided for in the Payment of Wages Act.
yes, my lord.
Where is that provision?
Also,
Where is that conciliation provision
National Dispute Section.
in the Payment of Wages Act? Okay, come to section 15. The appropriate government may by notification in the official gazette appoint A, B, C. C. E is what? What is his authority? What is his authority? Who was doing the conciliation?
Assistant Labor Commissioner was there.
Okay. He will be C. Any officer of the state government not below the rank of Assistant Labor Commissioner with at least 2 years experience. As the authority to hear and decide for any specified area all claims arising out of deductions from the wages or delay in payment of the wages of persons employed, including all matters incidental to such claims. Then subsection 2. Where contrary to the provisions of this act, any deduction has been made from the wages of an employed person or any payment of wages has been delayed, such person himself or any legal practitioner with the permission of the authority so and so may apply to such authority for a direction. So subsection 3.
Yeah.
When any application under subsection 2 is entertained, the authority shall hear the applicant and employer or other person responsible for the payment of wages under section 3 and give them an opportunity of being heard, and after such further inquiry without prejudice so and so direct the refund to the employed person, the amount deducted, or the payment of the delayed wages together with the payment of such compensation. I think this is the order,
Yes.
right? Let us see. I think this page 36 is the order.
Your lordship had seen the conciliation, my lord. It was,
Then after that,
it
36.
was attended by,
Now let us see, examine by the documents. Page 36 is the order.
yes.
Considering all facts and circumstances, I hereby direct you to pay.
Before that, my lord, I would like to place, page 32, my lord. Actually, page 34, your lordship, account, my lord.
Yes,
It was accepted by the ITC, my lord. It
right,
was attended by
It's a
the,
conciliation, it's a conciliation.
admitted.
Lordship, it's a conciliation.
Admittedly, there was a signature.
Lordship.
Then this is the direction, page 36,
yes,
page 36. This is the direction.
Lordship,
So it will be under section 15(1)(c),
lordship.
is it not?
Yes.
Then this man was not complying with,
not complying.
right? Then what did you do?
Before that, my lord,
What did you do? Let us see.
we approached the labor court, my lord, under section.
Now come.
33C,
Hmm?
33C.
33C, whether 33C,
Industrial
This
dispute
labor,
check, my lord, no.
it was
Industrial
raised, any reference was made,
Industrial dispute check. my lord,
Right.
section 32.
any reference was made.
So we made an application, my lord.
No,
For
you
the
made an
law-
application.
Yes.
Whether labor department has made any reference under section 10,
It was not.
no.
No reference.
No, let
made,
us
my
see
lord,
then.
they had accepted.
Let us see.
Yes.
Come to page 46.
Yes.
That authority was writing to this man, manager, Punko, ITC. Now, come to section 17A.
Oh,
17A. You want attachment of the property, right?
yes, my lord.
Now, let us read 17A. Where at any time after an application has been made under subsection 2 of section 15, the authority means the Assistant Labor Commissioner, or where at any time after an appeal has been preferred under section 17 by an employed person or any legal practitioner, so and so. The court referred to in that section is satisfied that the employer or the other person responsible for the payment of wages under section 3 is likely to evade payment of any amount that may be directed to be paid under section 15. The authority means Assistant Labor Commission. or the court as the case may be, except in cases where the authority of the court is of the opinion that the ends of justice will be defeated by the delay after giving the employer or other person an opportunity of being heard, may direct the attachment of so much of the property of the employer or other person responsible for the payment of wages as in the opinion of the authority or court sufficient to satisfy the amount which may be payable under the act. So as per section 17A, it is the authority means the Assistant Labor Commissioner who can direct attachment. Now here, where from this Bakija officer came? Where from this Bakija officer came? I questioned the issue on the previous day. Now you have to explain me why certificate officer has come.
Then your lordship, I can.
If the procedure is not correct, it is not correct.
The procedure is correct. There is.
Now tell me then 17A. 17A.
If the employer or other person responsible for payment of the wages under section 3, the sum directed to pay individually, provided that no appeal under the section by any person directed to pay penalty in section 15 immediately commencement of the act. Sell on such commencement, they transfer to and dispose of the labor court. It goes to section the contraction.
Then also read 18 also. Section 18 also.
For the charge warrant.
Then also see section 19. That has been deleted. Power to recover from employer in certain cases, that has been deleted. Otherwise, Industrial Court Disputes Act says the authorities under the act, they have the power to execute. So why you have to explain me? Otherwise, no notice is going to be issued.
My lord, let me.
If the proceedings are wrong, if the authorities who have taken
Because whatever.
who have taken up the jurisdiction does not have the jurisdiction, why should we issue notice?
First, let me take instruction. my lord,
Because I have
regarding that.
requested you to go through the provisions on the previous dates. Because I have some doubt about the jurisdiction exercised by these authorities.
I will satisfy your lordship. let me come. Next week or any day.
He cannot delegate. This authority cannot delegate to somebody else to execute the thing when he has been vested with the power. Am I clear? Section 17A says the authority.
Yes.
So he has been vested with the power to execute the award as a civil court. So how can he delegate it to the deputy commissioner? When there is no power provided in the act, then deputy commissioner, then Bakijai officer, certificate officer, all these, whether it is correct approach.
On that point, I will address your lordship. on the next
Because I have some doubt.
chapter. I am sure.
I have some doubt because all these industrial tribunal and labor court, they have the power. They send it to the civil court. If you see,
That is
where is the provision? Industrial Disputes Act. Industrial Dispute Act. আছে, আছে, হাতত আছে। Section 11, subsection 10. Shall transmit any award, order, or settlement to a civil court having jurisdiction, and such civil court shall execute the award order or settlement as if it were a decree passed by it. So I don't know how this Bakija officer has come into picture. Mr. Hard MS U. Bodwal, senior counsel, assisted by Mr. S. Khaunlar, counsel for the petitioner, who is for the respondent number 1. MS G. Hazarika, standing counsel, Revenue and Disaster Management Department for the respondent number 1, and Mr. K. Gogoi, additional senior government advocate Assam for the respondent number 2 and 4. Full stop. Place the case after a week to enable the parties to address on the issue as to whether the certificate, whether the certificate officer under the Assam Bengal. Assam Bengal
Public demand recovery act.
Public Demands Recovery. Bengal, I think.
Assam Bengal Public.
Assam Bengal or Bengal?
Bengal.
Only Bengal.
Only Bengal.
Only Bengal. Public. It's high level.
1913.
1913. Has the jurisdiction to execute any order passed by an authority under section 15(1)(c) of the Payment of Wages Act 1936. Please the case when.
Immediate money.
Please the case after a week. On a date fixed by the office.
Item number 9.
Yes,
Yeah, please. My matter relates to my lord settlement of Balipara weekly market, my lord.
Bali
Under-
part.
Yes, my lord. Under my lord, BTC, my lord. Udalguri.
BTC.
Yes, my lord. The petitioner has emerged the highest valid bidder, my lord. And the settlement was awarded to one Pradeep Das, my lord, who is the private respondent here, my lord. My quote was 1,01,000 and the respondent number 4 quoted 65,200, my lord. 65,200, the very quoted, my lord. He was below nearly 35,000, my lord, of my bid.
Yes, Mr. Choudhury.
Lordship, a record will be necessary.
Record necessary, but comparative statement does not indicate anything.
Lordship.
Yeah, I think it appears to be a case for an interim order. Because your document does not indicate anything.
Yes, Lordship.
Comparative statement, all are yes.
My lord,
Yes.
only one, my lord,
Anything no, no.
my lord.
Oh,
Yes.
GST,
My
no.
lord, yes, in GST, my lord, if applicable, not necessary, my lord.
But
My lord, yes. my lord,
I
that was-
remember in the tender form it is there.
Yes, my lord, yes. I am about to, my lord,
Okay.
submit that.
Then we have to see.
Short, and otherwise, my lord, 1 year.
Lordship,
GST was not there.
If
Yes,
applicable.
another case is listed to the Lordship at the time of submission of the bid, Lordship. Most of the, it appears that most of the applicants were not having their GST registration. Either it is cancelled or no registration.
GST not.
And where is the tender notice?
Yes, my lord, tender notice, my lord, translated copy. My lord, page 17, my lord. Roman 969, my
You
lord.
have to explain then why GST is not necessary.
Yes, my lord.
You
Clear.
have to explain why. Have you explained?
My lord, there is no room for explanation or. My lord,
No. Page 17,
Yes, my lord.
Roman 9,
Yes, my lord.
clearance certificate. Let us see the particular one. Particular you have not annexed.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, GST. GST পরিশোধৰ প্রমাণপত্র যদি প্রযোজ্য।
Yes,
Now you have to explain why it is not প্রযোজ্য.
in that petition, my lord.
That you are not required to submit any GST clearance.
Yes, my lord.
Then only they have asked for it. They have asked for it.
Yes,
if necessary.
Yes.
Now you have to show that
No, it
this
is
is
not
not necessary on your part to submit. Then only you can make out a case. Otherwise,
Yes.
you have not submitted GST.
Yes.
So you have been treated as a non-responsive bidder,
Yes. Yes.
though your bid value is higher.
In the petition itself, I don't.
Have you
but there,
explained?
there I have no scope, my lord, of, because in the form, my lord, I don't have a scope to. What problem? What?
No, have you pleaded so?
My lord?
Have you pleaded so in this writ petition
No,
that why GST is not applicable for your case?
that has been not mentioned, my lord, perhaps. That has.
I don't know about GST. You have to explain me.
My lord, income, my lord, it relates to the trade and income to a particular, my lord, amount, my lord.
Every trader is required to, I think, obtain GST. Is it not?
Yes, Lordship.
Who are required?
Lordship, it depends upon the value.
Nature of trading.
Trading.
He is involved with.
Yes, Lordship, and the value.
And capital, my lord, also, my lord. What is the?
Then you have to explain, otherwise that man has deposited GST as per comparative statement.
Yes, my lord.
And while translating that, you have translated it wrongly.
My lord,
While translating it into English,
yes,
page 22,
22.
page
Yes, my lord.
22 has been translated in 21,
Yes, that.
Right. and you have translated it very wrongly.
Yes, my lord, it's made mistake. And
Huh?
I also got to
How?
submit before that.
How? Why your petition should not be dismissed?
That is not-
Dismiss.
Not. in-
No, this kind of, it is, in the vernacular, it is
Yes,
nine.
Yes, my
And you have typed it out
lord. Yes.
as yes.
My lord, that is I.
It should be dismissed.
I'll find a fresh, my lord.
No. No, this kind of laxity, this may be with an intention which is not bona fide.
No, my lord, that's not there. my lord.
No,
That is
you
absolutely-
you have not taken care, you better withdraw this.
Yes, my lord, I will show. File
This
it.
withdraw, otherwise,
Yes, yes.
because your intention is not seen to be bona fide.
It's not very bad. Of course, my lord.
Council is required to take extreme care, at least in respect to the vital documents,
Yes.
GST 9, and you have translated into as yes. It
That is
cannot be seen as bona fide.
Very, very big mistake. my lord. Serious mistake.
Mr. D. Sharma, Council Board of Petitioner has submitted that he may be permitted to withdraw the writ petition with the liberty to file a press. Mr. B. Chaudhary, and its standing council PTC has no objection to the said prayer. In view of the above submission made by Mr. Sharma, Learned Council Board of Petitioner, the writ petition is dismissed as on withdrawal with the liberty as paid for.
Yes,
No, this vital document cannot be.
yes.
I will not permit
Yes, my lord.
laxity on the part of the council.
Yes. Very blunder, man. Yes, my lord.
Item number 10.
May I please, my lord. My lord, this matters pertaining to non-payment of architectural consultancy.
Non-payment.
services, My lord. Provided by
What
the
is the
petitioner
under an email soon.
amounting to rupees 12,45,580. My lord, work order is
Who is for the respondent?
respondent is
My lord, we have filed a new case that has also come, my lord.
Okay. It will come.
Yes, yes. One second. The list is published. Not which. Or lots of or something.
After some time,
Yes, yes.
as soon as it is reached,
Yes.
32.
In this matter, I am awaiting instructions. Notice was issued on the last occasion, my lord.
yes.
Some time may be granted, my lord, for filing affidavit.
Okay. I'm Sharma. Petitioner. Mr. Das, you will present
Uh,
two entry.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. MSU Das. Additional senior community custom one. HK Das standing council GST, that's one number 2 and 3. Mr. Das standing council GST has submitted that he is awaiting instructions for filing counter review on behalf of the that's one number 2 and 3 and has paid for
3 weeks time.
Tuesday to file counter review on behalf of the state respondents. Is the fair is allowed, this is the case after 3 weeks. Train time order passed shall continue till the next day.
Item number
I'll
33.
Worship, in connection with this, it's a settlement of additional. Worship, in connection with this case, your lordship, today I have filed an additional affidavit, your lordship. Perhaps that affidavit,
Additional affidavit, you have not filed any counter
no,
affidavit?
affidavit in opposition, your lordship.
Okay,
That is not in, I think, is not in record.
Yes,
your
Mr.
lordship.
Sharma.
Yes, we have received that copy, mother, but
okay, next Monday? Okay. And who is, yes,
I have received the record, my lord.
okay. And Sharma, petitioner, as Dr. 1234, M. Khan. If he discharge with you. Respond number 5. Mr. Khan has submitted that. My council for respond number 5 has submitted that. An affidavit of opposition has been filed on behalf of the respond number 5 today. As the he has submitted that as the state affidavit is not typed the case record, the case will be taken up. And the next week, Mr. Doctor. Planning Council. Panchayat and Rural Development Department has submitted that he has received the relevant records. As sought for by the Learning Council Board of Parties, is the case on next Monday.
Production list item number 1.
Very with the last.
No concern.
My lord, we have challenged in this case. We also did kindly come to page 91, my lord.
91.
Yes. Basically, my lord, page 85.
85.
85.
85.
I'm so sorry, my lord, 75.
Yes.
This is how everything started, my. PMEUY, that is that Ujala Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Ujala Yojana. Scheme was launched to provide LPG connection to poor BPL household across the country who are not holding any LPG connection. We are writing to you today to inform you that we have found 35 number of multiple connections, Aadhaar and bank due that is duplicate, released under PMUY scheme at your distributorship, which are found to be duplicate, and another PMUY connection which is in contravention of the LPG Control Order 2000 clause 3, where one household shall only one LPG connection under the public distribution system. The details of the customers are to be terminated is as made and available in Annexure 1. Referring to condition mentioned under your know your customer document collected from PMUY beneficiary, and jointly signed by the applicant distributor is the relevant clause. We have observed that 35 number of duplicate connections are yet to be terminated. You are once again advised to terminate this connection before 24th of June 23. Otherwise, we may constrain to raise debit against number of duplicate connections which are not terminated. My lord, from time to time, we are, my lord, corresponding with them, and they have extended the date. Now, my lord, we kindly come to page 91. We requested that this proposed action should be deferred, and this is the last mail which I have given. This cannot be deferred till 16/9/23, as the same is to be confirmed to DMO and is pending for quite some time. Debit will be made by 11/9/23 without any further reference. Now, well, let me briefly facts, how the procedure operates, my lord. If your lordship will kindly come to page number 42, my lord. Now, this is part of that order issued under the Essential Commodities Act. Order 3. A restriction on unauthorized, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Order 3, 1A. Restriction on unauthorized possession, supply and consumption of liquefied petroleum gas. A person having a connection for liquefied petroleum gas under public distribution system shall not possess more than one connection of liquefied petroleum gas granted under public distribution system. So, the order says an individual can have only one connection. So, this is the order which they invoke, my lord. Now, my lord will kindly come to, there is a standard operating procedure, how it operates. Let's come to page 32.
Yes.
It was issued on 6th of May 21, my lord. SOP on release of 1 crore additional LPG connections under PMUY. Now, kindly see eligibility somewhere in the middle, my lord. These are the category of persons who are entitled. For example, SC household, ST household, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, most backward class, Uttardaya Anna Yojana, TNXT, Guardian Tribes, Forest Dwellers, people residing in island and river island, SECC household, poor household as per 14-point declaration. So they are the list of beneficiaries. Now, if your lordship will kindly come to page 33, my lord. Now, breakup of the cash assistance is given below. Now, if your lordship will kindly come to serial number 1 to 5, these are the different components and total is 1600. One cylinder is given to a beneficiary, my lord. The government incurs approximately 1600 rupees. Then, my lord will kindly come to serial number clause 5, my lord.
Yes.
Most modalities for releasing additional 1 crore connection under PMY submitted by OMCs. Now, amongst others, I'll have your kind attention to page serial number 9 and 10 and page 34, my lord.
Yes.
Application process will be through online application to CSC help desk direct submission to the distributor or any other mode as decided by OMC from time to time. Now, 10 is very important, my lord. The application details entered through online portal, CSC help desk, OM distributors, etc., will flow to the respective OMC portal for undertaking deduplication exercise electronically. So, my lord, it is that deduplication process will be undertaken by the electronically by the mother authority. We have no control over it. Neither do we have any financial implication. For distributing this dealership, we do not get anything by it. Now, my lord, if there is a duplication, then why you are fastening the liability to us? How are we responsible, my lord? It is you who have verified that he is holding, my lord, duplicate connection. How do we know, my lord? And they want us to go and collect it from them. Do we have are we a licensing agency? Is there any statutory backup for that? Now, this is the standing operating procedure under which, my lord, these connections are released.
Hmm.
As far as we are concerned, my lord, they will come with the documents, will verify with the original and will upload in the website. Thereafter, everything is done by the OMC.
What is page 75? What is this clause?
Yes. Page 75, they are saying that no, it could be correct, my lord. It says issued to one of the distributor, one of the petitioners, my lord. So to the gas service, that under him there are 35 number of multiple connections. That means, supposing, my lord, one is a dealer of Indian, that means I will see. He is also a dealer of, my
Is a
lord.
kind of show-cause notice or what?
Yes, it's a kind of a show cause notice. It was
And
issued to
how many petitions? How many?
there are 17, my lord. Mostly this has happened in the rural areas, my lord. The Guwahati based, dealers, they haven't got, much of this notice. But in the rural areas, my lord, this problem is rampant. Now, under this extent procedure, my lord, where is this scope? Now, as far as our role is concerned, please come to page 60.
Yes. Yes.
Now, this is the prescribed form. Ujala
Who-
KYC application,
Who fills up this?
the customer, beneficiary, my lord.
Then thereafter,
Now, I'll have to draw your lordship's attention to two clause, my lord. If your lordship will kindly come to the bottom portion.
Hmm.
A and C. Under Pradhan Mantri, has the lordship got it, madam? Under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, free LPG connections are provided by oil managing companies or marketing companies to women belonging to below poverty line households. Then please come to C, my lord. On successful verification and confirmation of non-existence of PDS, LPG connection at your premises, LPG connections may be released to you subject to applicable terms and conditions. Now, we are not to follow this. It is the oil marketing company who is to follow. It clearly says, on successful verification and confirmation of non-existence of PDS LPG connection at your premises, LPG connections may be released to you subject to applicable terms and conditions. Now, these terms and conditions are to be complied with at the instance of the oil marketing companies. Then please come to next page, my lord, 61. On top A. I hereby confirm that the information furnished in this form is correct and nothing material has been concealed, and understand that false information, if any, will attract punishment under the Indian Penal Code. So it is the customer who is undertaking if he is making any false obligation. Well, how we can be penalized in the process?
what is this debit?
Debit means, my lord, we are having an account. From that, they will, our account will be deleted.
Or what?
You
What?
can see, my lord, 35, my lord, this excess connection, duplicate connection. That is in respect of one petitioner. This could happen in respect of all the petitioners. So, my lord, this, and one more thing, my lord, please come to page 62. Supplementary KYC document and undertaking. If you lordship kindly come to the bottom. I confirm having received and verified the photocopies of the documents submitted by the applicant against their originals. I, as a distributor, my lord, I only verify the photocopies which have been given in support of along with the application and supporting documents. Then I forward it or upload it to the, my lord, portal of the company.
What was the responsibility given to you?
This much only.
Page 75.
Oh, yes. Page 75, clause and that if any information declaration given by me in this understanding, KYC form or any document submitted in support of identity residence proof shall be found untrue or incorrect or false, the oil company will be within its right to withdraw the supply of gas, terminate the connection seize the equipment, forfeit this security deposit, and that I have no claim whatsoever against so and so. But
Then next part.
yes, we have observed that 35 number of duplicate connections are yet to be terminated. You are once again advised to terminate these connections before June 23, June 24, 23.
Now, who has the authority to terminate? Clause 9 says
No, my.
IOC oil company would be within its right to
That means
withdraw
why
the
not all,
terminate.
they are referring to a clause whereby all oil company has reserved the right to terminate my distributors.
Yes.
Now, for what? Which is the wrong I have done, my lord. Now they don't want to terminate. Now they want to recover their money from us. Because a particular consumer is having multiple connections with different oil companies. So the cost of providing one is 1,600. So 35 into 1,600 that will be deducted, is thought to be deducted from me.
This clause N is meant for the beneficiary or
No,
for-
it is actually, my lord, a clause which the oil company has reserved itself to take action against the distributor. Either it is in the form of, sorry, it is given by the beneficiary consumer or by the oil company. What difference does it make, my lord? At the end of the day, there are multiple connections. You want to fix responsibility. You fix a company, man. Go and check that portal. Because you said yourself that electronically it will be verified. Because they are supposed to give, my lord, their Aadhaar card. They're supposed to give other documents. Normally it matches. But somehow they manage to have the connections.
Yes, Mr. Chudri, mischief has started from the beneficiary itself.
Yes, my lord. In fact, my lord, today an emergency has been sought to be created. An emergency for an interim order has been sought to be created. My lord, I'll show. First, my lord, all these, the Ujjwala scheme, your lordship has understood. Those families which do not have any LPG connection, it will be given to in the name of the ladies. And thereafter, my lord, the verification, there was a pre-verification. Thereafter, subsequent verification, it is found that in one particular household, there is more than one connection. Therefore, in May itself, in February itself, your lordship will find at page 69. In February itself, my lord, the IOC has sent email to all the distributors providing a list of customers identified for termination. Page 69. Please find below distributor-wise list of Ujjwala customers which have identified for termination due to duplicate bank data at BPC. Customer IDs are enclosed. Please terminate all these connections by 10/2/2023. Yes, it was the 6th February by my lord the 10th. They were asked to terminate. They did not terminate. The reason is understood, my lord. They are selling the cylinders and making the profit. They made a representation. Then, my lord, at page 75, your lordship has already seen. They were quoted with a particular my lord clause, and that they have been asked to terminate again. They do not do it. It's as simple as that, my lord. You terminate that connection, do not give any cylinders, and inform the IOC that is as simple as that. They do not do for obvious reasons, because they are benefited by selling cylinders to, my lord, as many customers as possible. In fact, my lord, your lordship will find at page 76, my lord, 28,800 connections were, my lord, found to be duplicate, and they were again, my lord, reminded to my lord, terminate this. They have not done this, and finally, my lord, after many communications, your lordship may come to place 34. Page 34 is a part of the, my lord, SOP. My learned friend has read clause 9 and 10, but your lordship will kindly read clause 12. Pre-installation checklist, the format given in Annexure 2 will be used by the distributor. My lord, distributor has a role. It's not only that, my lord, they give the photocopies and forward it and give the connection. They have a role. And then page 75, your lordship has already seen. Now, after that, my lord, in June itself, There was, my lord, 29th of June, page 75. This was the letter by which the duplicate connections were directed to be terminated. They did not terminate. Then, my lord, page 84, your lordship will find IOC's email that since you have not terminated, we have to debit from your pre-authorized debit account. That was in August, August 2023. Even then, my lord, they do not disconnect. They've been given time again and again. And finally, my lord, this is the order on 5/9/2023. And they have, my lord, annexed a document at page 92 that there is a representation pending. Page 92, that is dated 7/9/2023. My lord, I could not obtain instruction. My lord, this does not indicate whether it has been served on IOC or not. But in any case, my lord, the IOC has been asking them to terminate. They are not terminating. The reason is understood, understandable. And therefore, my lord, what your lordship may perhaps say, my lord, because this needs to be examined, this is an unlisted motion, I could not take the instructions. If, my lord, any, my lord, the deduction is made now, any amount is debited, that will be subject to the result of the case. Perhaps, my lord, that is the order that needs to be passed. Otherwise, my lord, they are playing with the IOC. In spite of clear directions from February onwards, they have not, my lord, terminated the contracts. My lord.
For terminating, what actions are required to be taken by these distributors?
Just to, my lord, intimate them that your connection is terminated and inform it to the, my lord, IOC and stop supplying cylinders.
But it can be stopped at your end also.
Yes,
No, I'm not going to issue cylinders.
exactly.
No, my lord, cylinders are used in back number. Those cylinders are not allotted to a particular, my lord, particular consumer. The cylinders that the distributors get, that is one truckload, they get it, then they distribute it to the, my lord, customers. So customers are not identified to whom a particular cylinder goes. Therefore, it is for them. So more number of customers, my lord,
You could have reduced it,
no reduction will.
finding the number of
That
duplications.
may affect the, my lord, other genuine customers.
That they will be after you, them, then.
But can
They will be
I?
after them.
No, that will be not
Suppose
a-
you reduce the customer cylinders by the number of duplications,
Yes.
then the beneficiaries, those who do not get cylinders,
That
they
will
will be
not-
after them.
That will
You need not have to worry about that.
That will not be in the public interest, in the interest of the, my lord, genuine customers. No, there has to be a reason. Why did you not terminate? That, my lord, explanation is not there.
Terminate. Sorry, distributor, sorry, connections, my lord. The distributor is issued of the company issues. I think my learned friend is opposing for the sake of opposing. Is it a case to oppose? I'm shocked, my lord. Is it a case to be opposed?
From February, there are directions you do not follow. You create a
How
deficiency.
many connections? How many connections maximum by each?
I can chart you have given, my lord.
Where is that?
Yes, one second. Page 87. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
87, which one is duplication?
Yes,
Where is duplication?
yes, 87 and 89, my lord.
87, which column?
My lord, will kindly see, these are the name of the distributors.
Distributors?
Yes.
Any
Now,
regarding duplication?
Oh, no, because there is duplication, that's why they propose to deduct, my lord.
No,
From
no.
their
How many? Say for
numbers, my lord. The numbers to what question is it?
any idea, to have an idea,
For
how much?
The petitioner number 1, it is 35.
These are the numbers in the second, third column, perhaps, my lord. Count of consumer IDs. These must be the numbers.
No, that's the consumer ID number.
Count,
Yes.
count of consumer ID.
Huh?
These are
Count
the
of
count.
consumer ID.
These are the numbers. So many numbers.
No, my lord, who is stopping the oil company from terminating these, connections? We can't do anything. But there is no financial implication involved in this case. It's not that any commission is being paid to us, nothing.
You are getting commission for the sale of the cylinders to these illegal customers. That you want to continue. And you create an emergency. Today is the date by which it is supposed to be, my lord.
We have not
deducted.
terminated, therefore something should be read into it. When we, my lord, how can I enforce? Do we have any statutory power?
Let me observe the instruction. Let it come tomorrow, my lord.
Control order under the control.
Because-
This is oil company, who is the competent?
And this is a petition served in the morning today, my lord. I could not obtain any instruction. Let it come tomorrow, my lord. I'll place everything.
Except 1 to 6 in
Yes.
page 87.
Huh.
All are below 1 lakh.
Yes, my lord, number is 188, because if we divide this amount of 30,000.
All are below
Huh.
1 lakh.
Yes,
Amount is not important, my lord.
But still, you are not going to be IOC, I think. Not going to be richer by reduction. These are hardly, it will be 3, 4, 5, maybe.
No, there are
10 lakhs.
certain questions. What is the authority of the IOC? Why authority, the IOC has not terminated? My lord, these answers I cannot give today without obtaining instruction or without reading this petition, my lord. I hardly got time to read this. Let it come tomorrow morning, my lord. I'll get the instruction. I'll read the. my lord.
Take your instruction, we'll take up Friday. No coercive action.
yes.
If you can satisfy that, yes. Default was at their end,
Let it come tomorrow, my lord. I'll give the instruction.
tomorrow, we have, this is so many. Day after tomorrow,
But
Wednesday.
tomorrow, my lord,
day after tomorrow.
Yes.
And why it is, you have mentioned that, why this cannot be deferred till 16/9, as the same is to be confirmed to
this is-
DMO. Who is this? DMO?
This is, my lord, divisional manager perhaps.
amount is visa,
So this is, my lord, in order to facilitate the filing of the writ petition.
amount is- I paid, yeah.
That is the purpose, my lord, as I have understood. I may be wrong.
DMO is a organization authority.
DMO, my lord, I do not know is what DMO is.
Page 91,
Yes, my lord.
inter-organization or external authority. Who can impose some penalty upon IOC.
I don't,
If it is an intra-organization, then let it be.
Something like IEM, independent external.
Maybe,
monitors.
maybe, whether it is external authority, that IOC is also going to be visited with penalty, then that is a different issue.
maybe, my lord, that I don't know.
You take instruction, who is this DMO?
Yes, my lord.
Suppose it is Ministry of Petroleum who is going to impose a penalty upon IOC, then it is a different matter.
Yes.
But if it is an authority within the IOC, then it is a different matter,
Yes. True, your lordship.
right? Wednesday,
Yes, my lord, tomorrow also, I
Not
get
tomorrow.
the instruction.
not tomorrow. Wednesday?
Right.
Heard Mr. Ken Chori, Learned Senior Counsel, listed by Mr. Jay Vatori. Learned Counsel for the petitioners. And Mr. M.K. Chori, Learned Senior Counsel, listed by Mr. P. Gordon, Learned Counsel for the respondent, IOC authorities.
2 to 5, my lord.
to five.
Respondent one is the ministry.
Anybody? Mr. H. Gupta. Also heard Mr. H. Gupta, Learned Central Government Council for the respondent number 1. So the petitioners. How many?
My lord,
17.
17 in number,
17 in numbers. From our LPG distributors.
But under the. Indian-
Under the respondent IOC, IOCL. Whose the petitioners have approached this court. By this petition. Agreed by an email dated 5/9/2023. Within bracket page 91. Whereby they have been intimated that due to their alleged inaction to terminate the duplicate LPG connections. Come on,
We are not agreed, but we are agreed by the deduction, but they never threatened to terminate this.
no. Ikulumoy. They have been intimated that due to their alleged in the action to terminate the duplicate LPG
Oh, yeah,
connections,
correct.
debits would be made by 11/9/2023 without any further reference. Full stop. After hearing the learned counsel for the parties at some length, court is of the considered view that Mr. Chodri as senior counsel for the respondent IOC take further instruction in the matter by Wednesday. Full stop. Release the case on Wednesday in a motion column. Full stop. Having regard to the fact that by the impugned email, debit has been sought to be made by today, it is observed that no coercive action as regards debit shall be made by the respondent IOC authorities till Wednesday.
My lord, my
My
submission
learned
will
friend
be,
can communicate the order, my lord.
my lord, my submission will be, since your lordship is passing an order, if my lord, where no deductions, my lord, the deductions have been made, that should not be made. That, let it be very clear,
Okay,
my lord.
okay. Or if by
Yes.
this time,
Yes.
okay.
That
If it
will-
is
that will
gone,
create
is gone.
unnecessary- Unnecessary trouble, my lord.
No, that will make it very clear, my
I-
lord. What is coercive action?
Learned friend is-
What is coercive action, my lord?
My lord, it's a matter of only another one day, my lord.
No, then
My lord,
I'll
there is
pray-
always
I'll
a
pray- I'll
handle-
make another prayer, my lord. In the meantime, let them not sell cylinders to the, my lord, duplicate customers.
We'll decide about for day after tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we talk again. It is to be debited from what account?
From our money,
account,
who's
my
lying
lord.
in there.
It
with
is
them.
called, my lord, pre-authorized debit account. There is a pre-authorized debit account. IOC has been authorized to debit from that account. If, my lord, deductions have not been made, should not be made, my lord. Let that be the order.
No, supposing my lord, they do at 4 o'clock today, how do we know, my lord? They
Okay.
can
No,
do at 4 o'clock also,
We'll
It is
communicate
electronic.
electronic.
the time
If no
will be-
deduction is made till 2:35 PM today. If it is gone, is gone.
No, yes, my lord.
We cannot take back.
No,
Today, 2:35.
But my learned friend will also show the authority that they are insisting on us that we should terminate. That is most important.
Yes, yes,
Kindly,
for that I need instruction.
that they're insisting that we should terminate, that authority that he should give show, my lord.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see,
Yes.
examine that.
No, that's the most important part. Because only for which has because my learned friend is trying to develop an argument that why are we not terminating? That means we have to help this, duplicate connections.
Not helping you.
Where
helping
is the
yourself.
power? Please show me. Where is the power?
And tell me why have we not come from February and we have come on the last day?
For that, I don't have to
Okay,
take your
still,
permission.
no deduction, no deduction.
No, I can
No
always.
No
take
deduction.
Till my lord 2:35 your lordship is taken.
If it is both the parties have said it electronically,
Yes, my lord.
Then
It is electronic.
then 2:35.
Production list item number 2 along with 53.
Oh, that one.
My lord, there is one item which is listed as item number 53.
Yes, yes.
Now, at this stage, when we approached the other day, my lord, we were informed that our technical bid has been rejected. Now, we also, my lord, made submission in support of the fact how under the relevant terms and conditions they are supposed to do even if they want to cancel. Now, my lord, meanwhile, what they have done, they have handed over a copy of the, my lord, minutes of meeting, based on which, my lord, my technical bid was rejected. Now, we have put to challenge that, my lord, minutes of the evaluation committee in the WPC 5271 of 23. Therefore, effectively, my lord, now what we are challenging is our technical bid rejection. Now, if a lordship should kindly take the second writ petition, my lord. Page number 199. This is the order.
Only addition is this one.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just,
Effectively, my lord, effectively now there is an order. Sorry, we are,
Rejection.
yes,
Okay,
Where
this
is
is the
possession-
only addition.
yes.
Otherwise,
Other-
I have flag marked the
Okay.
other repetition, so
Yes.
I'll revert back to that. Okay,
Page 199.
9.
I'm reading the operative part, my lord. The following points were discussed and agreed in the meeting. 4 bids out of 5 bids received on time as per bid condition were reviewed and discussed by the members present. The bid of Messrs. Arhi Trader was not evaluated and rejected as the physical copy of the bid was submitted after the stipulated date time. Arhi Trader has submitted the physical copy of their bid document on 19/8/23 at 4:23 PM as per the entry in the bid receipt register of directorate. As per page 4, serial 7 of the bid document, the bidders are required to submit the original affidavit regarding correctness of the information furnished with the bid document complete with the name and address of the bidder. B, hard copy of the bid submitted online before the opening of the technical part of the bid given above, either by registered post, speed post, courier, or by hand. As per corrigendum dated 14/8/23, bid submission end date is 19/8/23, 3:30 PM, and technical bid opening is date is 19/8/23, 4 PM. My lord, it is a fact that, my lord, we submitted the physical copy on 19/8/23 at 4:30 PM, which was about, my lord, more than 23 minutes, my lord, beyond the stipulated time. Now, the issue therefore is whether for the non-compliance of this, my technical bid could have been rejected. Number one. And secondly, whether the bid evaluation criteria advises in the bid document also includes this violation, LF violation. Am I clear, my lord? Yes. Now, my lord, I'll trouble your lordship with this only because the pages will not tell you with that. I'm so sorry for that. My lord, will first
89 or 89.
please come to page number 90 first, my lord. I'll just rely upon 4 or 5 paragraphs, my lord, from where from I can demonstrate, my lord, for that 23 minutes delay, my technical bid cannot be rejected.
Page
My lord, the bid document starts at 88. I'll have your lordship's kind attention to page 1890.
89.
90. Serial number 7. The
Yes,
bidders are required to submit original affidavit regarding correctness of information furnished with bid document complete with name and address of the bidder. B, this is important. Hard copy of the bid technical submitted online before opening of the technical part of the bid given above, either by registered post, speed post, or courier. So they say this being violated, that B, 7B, therefore my technical bid was rejected. Now question is whether this clause is mandatory or it can be waived. Now, my lord, will kindly come to page 108.
one zero two.
108, my lord. Clause 30. Heading is evaluation of technical parts of bids. In evaluating the technical parts of each bid, the purchaser shall use the criteria and methodologies listed in ITP 31, ITP 32, and section 3 of the evaluation and qualification criteria. Kindly mark the word. No other evaluation criteria or methodologies shall be permitted. That means, in my humble submission, my lord, while evaluation of the technical part of the bid, what the employer or the committee or the tender committee is supposed to do will have due regard to the methodologies in ITP 31 and 32 and section 3 of the evaluation and qualification criteria. And for technical evaluation, no other evaluation criteria or methodologies are to be permitted or to be adopted. Then my lord will kindly come to page 120. This is section 3, my. Section 3, evaluation and qualification criteria. This section complements the instructions to bidders. It contains the criteria that the purchaser shall use to evaluate a bid and determine whether a bidder qualifies in accordance with ITP 34 and 36. No other criteria shall be used. See, look at the accessories, my lord. What they are to take note of are specifically spelled out. What they are not, other than that, they are not supposed to, refer to anything else. I'm reading it once again, my lord. This section complements the instruction to bidders. It contains the criteria that the purchaser shall use to evaluate the bid and determine whether the bidder qualifies in accordance with ITP 34 and 36. Then my lord will kindly come to the next part, page, my lord. 121.
Yes.
1.1. Qualification criteria. Purchaser shall assess its bid against the following qualification criteria. Requirements not included in the text below shall not be used in evaluating the bidder's qualification. Other than this 9, my lord, as far as technical bid is concerned, they are not supposed to go to that 7B, my lord. They know it, they are doing it, my lord, deliberately. What are those? Bidders should be registered with organization, self-help group, federation, individual, authorized supplier, etc., of supply of Napier grass and similar fodder or planting material. Bidder must be in the business of cultivating supply of Napier grass or similar fodder plant, etc. Must have at least one work order for supply of Napier slips, etc. Bidder should have an annual average turnover of rupees so and so in so and so years. The bidder principal producer must have existing Napier cultivation fields of approved variety specified under the bid and provide 100% of the bid quantity. In case of authorized supplier, the principal producer should demonstrate that it has existing Napier cultivation field of the approved variety and provides 100% of the bid quantity. The same shall be verified by a committee formed by the purchaser independently during the technical evaluation. Undertaking or harvesting, cutting, transporting, and supplying within 3 days of receipt of supply order as per the schedule provided by the purchaser to the successful bidder. The farm from which Napier slips will be delivered by the successful bidder should be within 500 kilometers from the delivery location. Crop aging must be within 100 to 120 days. There must be minimum 85% growth of the planted Napier slips in the beneficiary field. So, my lord, in my humble understanding, subject to what your lordships may say, my lord, as far as technical evaluation is concerned, these are the parameters which are to be taken note of. Not that 7B of that, my lord, the first which I have referred. Then my lord will kindly come to page 109 once again. Clause 32.
Yes.
Purchaser shall determine to its satisfaction, 32.1, my lord, whether all eligible bidders whose bids have been determined to be substantially responsive to the bidding document meet the qualification criteria specified in section 3, evaluation and qualification criteria. Even after, my lord, the technical evaluation is over, even before, even you conforming to the price requirement, even at that stage also, my lord, when it comes to, the employer, they can still have a look whether the substantiveness, responsiveness has been determined with reference to section 3 of the qualification criteria. So my lord, other aspects are not even required. Then my lord will kindly come to my lord 108 for a moment. 28.1 and 29.1. At page 108. During the evaluation of bids, the following definitions apply. Deviation is a departure from requirements specified in the bidding document. A reservation is setting of limiting conditions or withholding from complete acceptance of requirements specified in bidding document. Omission is the failure to submit part or all of the information or documentation required in the bidding document. Now, non-conformity is errors and omission. Provided that a bid is substantially responsive, the purchaser may waive any non-conformities or omission in the bid which do not constitute a material deviation, a reservation or omission. End of the day, my lord, the purchaser's right to waive a particular requirement has been recognized. And which omissions can be, my lord, accepted? That do not constitute a material deviation, reservation or omission. Now, my price, my physical hard copy of my bid, my lord, that I have to give, that also they have tempered with, my lord. The original bid document envisaged by the World Bank, that they have tempered with. Please come to my lord, page number 212.
210.
Huh?
210.
210.
Standard document.
My lord, when we access the portal, my lord, this is what we get. Standard procurement documents. And I'll have your lordship's kind attention to page 212. Now, kindly see, my lord, this is the format. National competitive bidding for whatever is the name, etc. Kindly see the, my lord, different heads. Bid reference, date of commencement of sale of bidding document, last date for sale of bidding document, last date and time for receipt of bids, time and date of opening of bids, technical part, officers inviting bids. Now kindly see, my lord, time and date of opening of bids, there is an asterisk. Kindly have a look at it. Should be 2 days after deadline of submission of bids to allow submission of original bid security, demand draft, affidavit, etc. The firms that qualify technically shall be notified subsequently for opening of the financial part of their bids. Now, my lord, this, that, please come to page 88 in the instant case what they have done. Otherwise, they have, my lord, taken everything from the World Bank tender. Now what they have seen, my lord, page 88. Otherwise, everything is same, my lord. That the asterisk is removed. Now they say the firms that qualify technically shall be notified subsequently for opening of the financial part of their bids. The firms that sold bundle, they have done this. Now please come to page 215 for a moment, my lord. Two one five.
Yes. Yes.
My lord will kindly have a look at G. Time and date of opening of bids, technical part 3. The lordship's got it, my lord. Please come to bottom. Should be 2 days after deadline for submission of bids to allow submission of the original documents like bid security, demand draft, affidavit, etc. details given there must match with those given in the top sheet. Now, I will kindly come to page 90. It is not there. Kindly see, my lord, on top F. Sorry, E. Time and date of opening of bids technical part, the 3 is missing. So, my lord, the ground on which my technical bid has been rejected, number 1. It could not have been a ground. It could not furnish any cause of action to the purchaser to reject my technical bid on the alleged ground that there was 23 minutes delay in physically handing over the my lord hard copy of my bid. And secondly, my lord, the condition that there should be a minimum gap of 2 years, 2 days, which is envisaged by the World Bank tender, that they my lord deliberately suppressed.
But anyway, you have participated in this bidding
Yes.
process.
Yes, I participated, but now my prayer is, my technical bid should be open on this ground, they should go ahead, because they have got the urgency in the matter. So my price will be tested, my lord. They have rejected my technical bid on the ground, which is prima facie not my lord capable. Because of, 23 minutes delay, it can't even be ground. Therefore, my humble submission is, my lord,
What was submitted by you after 4 o'clock?
that hard copy
Hard copy of
of the
the.
technical bid. We have online, we have submitted initially. Then little later we submit. Well, it's not possible. Why this 2 days time is given? Otherwise, my lord, so normally, my lord, this tender got uploaded towards the, in the 11th hour. And thereafter, my lord, within,
That was not taken, I think.
My
That
lord.
was not taken. The 2 days time should have been given.
yes,
That is not taken the ground. You have
no, they say,
you have gone by the tender document,
no, they say there is delay of 23 minutes.
right?
And my lord, my principal argument is this delay of 23 minutes or 2 days, itself, my lord, requirement which can be waived. It does not, even if it is, my lord, waived, it will not materially affect the standing of the bidders. It is nothing.
And why this hard copy, is there any mention in the bidding document why this hard copy is required?
The clause, which annexed in the order.
Anything, why this hard copy is required?
No. Normally, my lord, they would sometimes,
No, it is there, always there, but any basic purpose for taking the hard copy?
no, that would be subject to correction, my lord, we would not find. But therefore, my humble submission is, my lord, for technical evaluation, whether I have submitted 23 minutes late, that could not have been germane. It's not at all that.
Yes.
My submission is, Lordship, it is not 23 minutes. It's 30 minutes plus 23 minutes. So it is 53 minutes. And in the meantime, 4 o'clock, there was an event that was opening of the bids. So the last time for submission of bid was 3:30. He submitted it at 4:23 and 4 o'clock was the time fixed for opening of the bids. So to invoke any legal right, Lordship, there is a duty which has to be performed. So he has failed to perform his duty to submit the documents on time. Rest of the bidders have already submitted it. Whether as an employer or whether we are the authorities who have floated the tender, we can dilute the conditions which we have laid down in our own tender papers. Will it not prejudice the other tenderers? Now, these 5 days, if we allow him, suppose we accept it, this will cause prejudice to the interest of the other 5 bidders. They are not made parties also. So my humble submission, without going into the nitty-gritties and the technicalities, hyper technicalities of all these papers, one simple thing is that the last time for submission of bid was 3:30. He was delayed. He was taking the ground there. There was a traffic jam. Rest of the others, they have submitted. And it is not that he has to come physically and submit it. He could have done it by various 3 other modes. The other modes are by registered post, speed post, courier, or by hand. So he could have availed any other 4 modes, 3 other modes also. And the writ petition, he has stated because of traffic snarls, he could not come and submit it. So it is not 23 minutes, it is 53 minutes delay, and in between, another event had come over. That was opening of the bids. So after opening of the bids, whether we can accept it or not. At 4 o'clock, the time was fixed for opening of the bids. If you look at page 89, the corrigendum, 19th of date will get it. After the corrigendum. Page 89, it is regarding the first date, but time is same, Lordship. Now it has been converted.
19,
It is
19.
19. So at page 89, last date and time of submission 14/8. It should be 19/8 in the corrigendum, 3:30. Then at next event E, time and date of opening of the bids, technical bids at 4 p.m. So my humble submission is that, Lordship, at this stage, the writ petitioner himself has very frankly admitted that there is a delay in submission of the documents. Although they are submitting, it is 23 minutes, which is another half an hour more. So in that situation, Lordship, whether he has any legal right to agitate before this honorable court when he has miserably failed to fulfill the requirements of the tender process. So at this stage, notice may be issued, Lordship may be allowed to go ahead with the tender process. Although there is no stay order, we are not proceeding any further till now. And we propose to open the financial bids tomorrow. If there is no interference of this honorable court. And the public interest is very much there, Lordship. We are
Right.
already,
Come to page 100.
yes, Lordship.
12.3.
Submission of original documents.
Let us read.
The bidders are required to separately submit original demand draft towards the cost of bid documents and the registration of e-procurement website, if not previously registered. Original bid security in approved form. The original affidavit regarding correctness of information furnished with bid documents with the office specified in the BDS before the opening of the technical bid, either by registered post, speed post, courier, or by handing over, failing which the bid will be declared non-responsive and will not be opened.
Whether this Roman 1, 2, 3 they have it submitted.
The original, no, Lordship.
Bid security?
Everything
No. After or before?
before, my lord.
Original or duplicate,
Only
or soft
no.
copy or hard copy.
No, because there are some discrepancy, variance. I have seen page 90,
yes,
clause 7. Here says B, hard copy of the bid.
yes. Hard
Right.
copy of the bill.
And this clause, 12.3,
Ah,
Roman 1, 2, 3, these are original.
yes,
And non-submission will entail rejection.
Yes.
Next is, hard copy of rest of the bid is not to be submitted.
Hmm.
So there are some discrepancy, variance.
What
So
they
did
have,
you submit original bid security, demand draft, etc. before?
Everything.
Before.
Yes, before. That is not the case, so that we have not submitted.
no, I have to verify. This is a very serious statement he has made.
If 1, 2, 3 have been submitted,
Well, I stand by my statement. What is-
and because page 90,
Ah.
it says B, hard
Ah.
copy or technical bid.
Ah,
On the other hand, 12.3 says, no except 1, 2, 3, nothing will be submitted.
yes.
Lordship, how can
If 1, 2, 3 is submitted before 4 o'clock or 3:30,
Ah.
then it requires
My lord, that.
only
now
that
we have
thing.
taken-
He is making a statement.
let the matter be taken up at 10:30 tomorrow? I'll find it out, because one thing is very clear. It is an online bidding. He submitted everything online.
Online,
That-
plus he has to submit
Original before at 3:30, before
before
3:30,
3:30.
whether he has submitted that or not.
Yes, you have submitted.
Yes. My lord, kindly come to para 23.
If you have submitted, then I will see.
Yes.
Para 23,
Page ki mat ko, ah? 37.
Phone করে এটা খুঁজে হয় না।
37. Para page 37.
para 23 would be, my lord, page 34. Please come to para 36.
Page,
Page 36 is the police. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm reading.
Page 30th, Lordship, it is very clearly mentioned there.
they have mentioned.
They have mentioned, may I read it, Lordship? May I read this paragraph
Ah.
23? The petitioner begs to state that upon perusal of the aforesaid impugned decision, it indicates that the bid of the petitioners was
Which page you are
also
reading? Which page?
page
37.
37, paragraph 23. The petitioner begs to state that upon perusal of the aforesaid impugned decision, it indicates that the bid of the petitioner was also not evaluated and was rejected as according to the respondents. The physical copy of the bid was submitted after the stipulated period. The petitioner had submitted the physical copy of their bid document on so and so as per entry in the bid register of the director. In this regard, the petitioner humbly begs to state that the petitioner has submitted his online bid within the stipulated time period as he says in the provisions of the bid document, and same is also not disputed by the respondent authorities. However, submitting the physical copy, hard copy of the bid technical, there was a delay of 23 minutes. The bid opening time was 4 p.m. as on so and so, and the delay was not delivered owing to the current traffic condition. So when did they go and submit the hard copy?
If my learned friend is not reading, I'll have to read from this sentence. Moreover, the relevant provision relating to process of bid submission are envisaged under provisions of clause 12.3, and the petitioner for the sake of brevity would like to, give an extract of it. Then my lord will kindly see from the above provision, it is discernible that bidders are required to submit separately the aforementioned documents which are otherwise submitted first through the online procurement system as envisaged under clause 12.2, and only after fulfilling the provisions of clause 0.2, the bidders are required to fulfill the provisions of clause 12.3. However, respondent authorities in their impugned decision taken in the matter so and so clearly failed to rely upon or take resort to the provisions in contained in so and so, meaning thereby the respondent authorities have solely relied upon provisions of so and so.
So did you submit 1 to 3
Yes.
before
I'm on
3:30?
instruction and submitting, yes.
The hard copy or the soft copy?
No, original. Original, hard copy. Original means hard copy. Demand draft, 3 things.
No,
Demand
but
draft?
demand drafts have been, payments are being made online.
Okay, online. Then original bid security. Then affidavit,
Affidavit, no. I can vouch. Affidavit was,
1 to 3,
affidavit was not.
because it clearly says, failing which the bid will be declared non-responsive.
Yes.
So
So,
affidavit,
so for technical hard copy of the technical bid, we remain as, but if 1 to 3, have you complied or not?
No, my lord, that according to my learned friend, my lord, the original copy, original hard copy was given 23 minutes late. Now, all right, let us accept that position. Now, my lord, what we are saying is, now please come to page 190 for a moment. Sorry, 199.
Yes.
That the bid of the two, that the bid of arbitrator was not evaluated and rejected, and the physical copy of bid was submitted after the stipulated date. It is not their case, my lord, that the so and so document, their whole case is that the physical copy which is required, hard copy which is required to be given, it was given late.
Right. But that is why I am asking you that 12.3,
Yes.
whether it was complied with prior to 3:30. Because clause 7 on one hand and 12.3 on the other hand, there are some
No, my lord,
mismatch.
had it been a case wherein the impugn order this would have been presented, that is not the case. Now my learned friend cannot take my.
Otherwise, I am asking.
Submitted, my lord. Payment part was made online, so therefore it is already there. And as far as my lord affidavit, perhaps there was delay, my. Perhaps there was. That I will not withhold, my lord. Now the question is whether, my lord, the grounds on which the decision has been taken would at all have been taken. The to that my learned friend has not answered. He said these are all technical bid. How can it be technical bid? When your bid document says in evaluating technical bid, which all are the materials you have to take into account?
No, even if I say that you have misunderstood clause 7 and 20.3,
Yes, yes.
let us take it for a moment, assume it. But anyway, you required as per the bid document, this 3
Hmm.
to be submitted before that. Now, question is
Yeah.
whether we should sit over the decision of the tendering authority. Because
No, but-
1, 2, 3, this says non-submission will entail
It is actually,
rejection. It is clear.
no, therefore my humble submission is, my lord. Now, for evaluating the technical bid, what are the criteria? Whether we fall in that category, that's my argument, my friend.
Yes, argument,
Yes.
but
Even, my lord, I think for evaluating the technical bid, they can confine to section 3 only. It's not a technical argument, my lord, it's a argument based on the tender document.
right,
Now, can my technical bid be rejected on the ground that physical copy of the affidavit was not given within time? That's my whole case.
so it should comprise of this original affidavit also.
No, my lord.
7 also indicates affidavit.
No, if a lordship,
7 also says affidavit.
7 also says affidavit.
Yes.
A, clause A.
7, 8
So
affidavit.
even if we say B is, let us assume because of the discrepancy in so and so,
Hmm.
this original affidavit has to be given.
before opening of the technical part of the bid above, either way. So, my lord, what I was trying to emphasize is,
Right, I have seen it. You have taken me through
yes.
all these
my lord-
evaluation criteria.
Since it was a technical evaluation, therefore, which all are the areas on which they can go? The tender document does not say, my lord, that for rejecting the technical bid, they can go to those aspects.
Now, this responsiveness and non-responsiveness has been clearly laid down. Why should, if they have got proceeded with by the tender clauses, then why should we sit over their decision? If it is not found to be
No,
irrational.
if-
Others,
if
but
the issue would have been, my lord, whether they have correctly appreciated the tender document, it's not a question of giving it meaning. I can appreciate, my lord, from a particular fact, two meaning emerge. One meaning as it appealed to the particular, and another meaning which I would like to give. But where is
Because-
this scope?
Original demand.
Technical bid, you can evaluate only with regard to this parameter.
Right, parameters, but before going to that evaluation, there has to be something which they have laid down.
No,
A and B, let us do away with clause B, technical bid. But so far as original affidavit is concerned, why should we, and 12.3 has clearly said it will be declared non-responsive and technical bid will not be open.
And my information is, lordship, the other documents also came at 423.
If the original affidavit comes before 10:30, then I'll permit definitely.
No, that is
Opening
that-
of the
all three.
financial.
All 3 came after 423.
I couldn't follow, my lord.
If the original affidavit, which is in clause
A,
A of 7,
yes.
as well as in clause 12.3, you have said that demand draft bid security are in electronic form. But so far as original affidavits means, it is in physical form.
It has to be.
There has to be. So if it has reached them before 10:30, then you have been able to make a privacy case. First thing. So first evaluation criteria, because 12.3 says that non-submission before opening will be declared non-responsive and technical bid will not be evaluated. Am I clear?
Yes, my lord.
So why should we decide about the evaluation criteria?
But my lord, how do we?
Sympathy, equity,
No, I'm conscious of.
traffic
my lord.
snarl,
But is it their case? That is not their case. Their case is they have not given the bid. Physical copy of the. bid. But lordship will take the reason and make regard to the reason given in the bid order. Now their reason is that physical bid we have not given. And see, my
as Yes, that Mohinder Singh Gill you can impose.
Lordship, we have not,
But
this is an
that is,
unlisted matter.
we are in tender jurisprudence. Now, as Supreme Court has said, tender jurisprudence is somewhat
No, my lord.
equity, all this
Tender
at a state a distance.
to a large extent, my lord, it has been diluted. Now, in a very, unless
Yeah.
one can make out a very, well, or other overwhelming public interest, if it can be pleaded, then it will be very difficult to get an order in that to pretend.
Because some judgments are staring at our face, because if the decision were tendering authority,
Had it been a case where they have ascribed a particular reason to a tender clause, and we are trying to oppose that, there is the what the Honorable Supreme Court has said is absolutely correct. I'm not trying to say, I say, my lord, that to evaluate my technical bid, you can have due regard to XYZ.
so that is why I am only harping on original affidavits. All these are done away with.
The other two documents also not submitted. BNC also not submitted. They all
If it
came-
is electronic form, okay. Money is credited to your account.
No, there's a format, there's a form. That form is indicated.
But if they have
12C.
acted according to Mr. Chaudhary, 12.3, what to do?
The form of the,
Tell me what to do. That is what I'm finding out. If it
Then,
is there. Yes, Mr. Burrow, can you vouch for it that you have submitted?
No, because they have submitted the physical copy, as per my instructions, again, I have asked, it is only after 20 minutes or 30 minutes with my learned senior
53 minutes.
submitted.
Let it put it 53.
53 minutes accordingly. So the hard copy was submitted 80 minutes.
So public interest, what to do?
Then I leave it to law. My lord, if you wanted to kindly have regard to that page 108 for a moment, my lord.
Because evaluation criteria will come later on.
Yes, I follow.
Third. So we can issue notice, but you have missed by 53 minutes. Third, Mr. K. Chaudhary. Senior counsel. Assisted by Mr. H. Burrag Mohan, learned counsel for the petition. And Mr. G. Faikya, learned advocate general, Assam, assisted by Mr. SMT system. Learned standing counsel, agriculture department for all the respondents. Full stop. By publishing an 89 e-procurement notice comma the under the hand of the respondent number, Director of Agriculture. Director. Under the hand of the Director of Agriculture and respondent number to side of it. Comma. National competitive bidding for supply of Napier slips was initiated under two envelope bidding process. To stop the interested bidders were asked to.
My lord, can I make one? I think Lordship can close this petition now. Nothing survives. That's it. Both these petitions.
Invited online bids from eligible bidders for supply of Napier slips as under Assam further mission as shown in the table below, page 89. Originally, comma,
In that, may I, we would like to file a short affidavit, let the order be passed day after tomorrow, Lordship. Because if this order is challenged, then we have no counter. Let a notice be issued returnable on Friday or Wednesday.
Yes. That is also, I have been reminded
But
that.
if you look at the past experience
Yes,
of the
yes,
same
yes,
petitioner.
I have been reminded. Yes, yes.
No. No, that is not the process, Lord. That is not the procedure.
Otherwise, not the procedure, because ultimately my order will be challenged, and
That will not.
No, they may change their lawyers also, the client.
I thought my lord, under this
it
circumstances.
appears, I'm not saying that.
Let a notice be issued, reasonable time may be given, we'll file counter. That may be the only order, Lord.
Okay. Originally, by the e-procurement notice dated, what was the date? 7/5 or 31/7, 31/7, 31/7/2023. The last date for submission of bids online was fixed up to 3:30 PM, 14/8/2023. Full stop. Subsequently, by a corrigendum, the last date and time for submission of online bids was extended up to 3:30 PM, 19/8/2023. Full stop. Responding to the e-procurement notice, the petitioner submitted his bid online within the stipulated prescribed time period fixed for submission of online bid. Full stop. The petitioner is aggrieved by the decision taken by the, what is DBC?
Departmental, my lord,
Bid committee.
bid committee.
Okay, by the departmental bid committee in its were constituted for the purpose of evaluation of technical bid in its meeting held on 29/8/2023. The impugned decision, the relevant extracts of the impugned decision reads as under page 199 B2B. Mr. Choril and senior counsel for the petition has drawn attention of the court to a number of terms and to a number of clauses in the bidding document, more particularly, section Roman 3 within bracket evaluation and qualification criteria, and clause 1.1 qualification criteria within bracket ITB 32.1 page 121. To contend that the ground shown by the ground recorded by the BDS bid is not in conformity with the bidding document. Full stop. None of the qualification criteria, none of the evaluation and qualification criteria has mentioned that non-submission of hard copy of the physical copy of the technical bid could have declared that the bid of the petitioner is not non-responsive. Full stop. Par contra, Mr. Hoikel and additional advocate general. Advocate General, Assam has referred to clause 7. And of the e-procurement notice dated 31/7/2023 and clause 12.3 of the bid document which rated and it is not in dispute that the petitioner, there are 23,
Yeah, 23 Lordship, page 37 in the.
as referred in paragraph 23 of the writ petition, comma, the petition could not submit at least the original affidavit regarding correctness of information furnished with the bid document, complete with name and address of the bidder within on or before 3:30 PM, 19/8/2023. That is the last date and time for submission of.
My lord, I'm sorry to
Sorry.
interrupt. My lord. I'm so sorry. Lordship, kindly come to page 189 for a moment. Here recital in the impugned order that it was not evaluated may not be correct. If a lordship should first come to page 190, my lord. Second one, my lord. Saturday, 19 August, 3:17 PM, dear user, with submission confirmation message for tender. So that I submitted the tender online that they have acknowledged. Then please come to the previous page, my lord, 189. At 4:15 PM on the same day, dear user, your bid against the tender so and so has been opened and your bid has been admitted by the duly constituted committee. So in view of this, whether my lord, that particular clause will apply or not, section 3 might. There is an additional submission. So to say that my bid was not evaluated and rejected as mentioned in the impugned order, perhaps is not correct. Perhaps it's from their own recording. So that states that it was outrightly rejected, that couldn't have been because of this.
These are system generated messages, Lordship. Once the bid is submitted online, this comes automatically. It has no role of the bid evaluation committees. These are system generated.
No, it says it refers to the committee.
And on
And
top of
your
it,
bid
there
has
is a
been
second part
admitted
also you
by
have to
duly
comply.
constituted committee. It is not a system generated. After due application of mine, this was given.
And below it is also, they can't reply to this short code down below. In our affidavit, we will counter this.
But paragraph 23 is clear.
Yes,
It is your own version,
yes, my lord. We have not
right?
hide anything from the court.
Right. It is petitioner is fair to that extent.
Mhm.
3:30 PM. Submission of physical copy. Or physical copy or original Udian packet, original copy. Matter request. for examination, issue notice, return 2 weeks, short notice.
2 weeks, Lord.
Fair enough. Mr. Chudri, as senior counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that in view of the evaluation criteria, evaluation and criteria set forth in the bidding document, comma, the BDS, yes, BDS কি করছিল? হ্যাঁ, full form টা করছিল না? Should have evaluated the technical bid of the petitioner as from the what is this email message 189
It's a message.
text message
Text
189
Yes.
text message or what?
From the Assam Tenders portal.
Okay.
If the SMS on its registered phone number
Okay.
of the.
As the SMS dated 19/8/2015, comma, received at 4:15 PM, comma, indicated that the petitioner's bid, technical bid was open and had been admitted by the duly constituted committee. The said position has been controverted by Mr. Oikel Lanet, Advocate General, on the ground that all the technical bids are admitted for evaluation. It is a computer generated, portal generated statement, portal generated statement.
From portal, it is generated, then it goes through a they receives it in a mobile phone.
Said the SMS was
Just like the bank
generated-
lordship,
generated by the
system generated.
was system generated. Full stop. He has
Nice.
submitted, he has contended that in view of the admitted position regarding late submission of the physical copy of the document, the bid of the technical bid of the petitioner was not evaluated as it has been clearly laid down in clause 12.3 that failure on the part of the bidder to submit the 1 to 3 would the bid of such bidder would be declared non-responsive. Full stop. But this court has it privacy from the materials on record, comma, it privacy appears that the petitioner has petitioner could not adhere to the condition set forth in 12.3 of the bidding document.
Highly obliged.
Fodder for I have
No, man.
Napier is a fodder, right?
Napier is a fodder.
No, I'm just, I'm the other lighter thing. Not that serious thing. Yesterday, this is Napier, I could not understand. So you said that it is a fodder for
Fodder.
cattle.
For orders item number 34 to 37.
Highly obliged.
In respect of these contempt matters, my lord, government has released entire money to the deputy commissioner. And deputy commissioner also, my lord, released the amount to the respective parties as my learned friend has. After deduction of, after lawful deduction, my lord.
Yes, my lord, receive amount, my lord, already mentioned in the earlier order.
Item number 289, my lord.
Yeah.
You are submitting on which case?
34 and 35, my lord, that instruction is there, my lord. Some deductions were made, my lord, that is for
Tulu
establishment.
Soikia,
Yes, my
Tulu Soikia,
My lord.
received
receive, my lord, as thanks total sanction upon my lord 4493.
any further complaint or tell me?
Yes, my lord.
Any further complaint, any grievance?
That's my observation that total amount not received, my lord. Total sanction amount not received, my lord.
1 minute. Tulu Soikia. Yes, what is the order? Against which you have filed a complaint? Contempt?
Yes, my lord. I mean page number, my lord.
Tell me.
I think before receiving the money.
Page number
Page 19. Page 19 or what? We have to confine ourselves with a
Yes, my lord.
order alleged to be violated. Now, what is the order which was alleged to be violated?
Page number 19, my lord.
19. What was the order?
May I read, my lord?
Read.
Heard Ms. D. Sinha, learned counsel for the petitioner and Mr. S. K. Mehdi, learned additional advocate general and assist by M. R. Das, Mr. D. Dole, learned counsel for the respondent state. This writ petition of the petitioner related to acquisition of land by the respondent state for and on behalf of the requiring department, the Civil Engineer Water Resource Department, it is submitted that the present petitioners are the absolute owner and possessor of the respective land acquired by the respondent authority. in
Page
the-
19 you are reading.
Yes, my lord.
Page
Paragraph
19.
45.
Okay, it is submitted present absolute owner and possessor.
Yes, ma'am. Absolute owners and possessors of the respective land acquired by the respective authorities in the year 2008 for the purpose of construction of Guyanadi Level Fluid Embankment at Hamaji. For the said purpose, the land of the petitions were acquired by the fixing a rate of compensation rupees 50,000 per acre against the land and also fixed separate rate for these trees and bamboos, etc. standing thereon. The total amount of compensation as submitted by the petitioner has also been prepared. However, the said compensation against the equation for the land are yet to be disbursed to the petitioner. Being again, this petition has been prepared for a direction to the respondent to pay the said compensation as per the law. Para number 3, that the respondent number 1, 3, and 4 had already filed with their affidavit opposition, where it has been stated that the respondent had already communicated to the concerned department, that is the Executive Engineer Water Resources Department, Hemaji, to make necessary arrangement of fund under proper scheme for.
Yes, it has not indicated any specific amount, but
My lord,
50,000 per bigha. 50,000 per bigha plus separate rate for each tree and bamboo. Total amount of compensation has also been prepared.
yes, my lord.
Then paragraph 3. It says finally it has been stated a demand for land acquisition funds for payments so and so is under scrutiny of the chief engineer. The process of disbursing the compensation had already been initiated. There should not be any apprehension. So no fixed amount.
No fixed amount.
So some amount has been released.
Yes, my lord.
Ah.
Full amount may release, but Deputy Commissioner of Hamaji did not release the total amount, sanction amount, my lord.
That is why I placed the instruction, my lord. Column A and B, my lord, 2 columns, my lord. In the first column, my lord, total compensation, my lord, serial number 1. 4 crores 65 lakhs 57,800. And number 2, additional capital value of government revenue so and so, additional conversion premium, cost of establishment 5%, cost of contingency 1%. Grand total 4 crore 93 lakhs 56,000. That is in case of Tulu Soikia. And in the column below for the second case, item number 35. So already paid.
How much you have received?
My lord, in I contempt number 289, my lord.
289. Which one is 289?
Tulu Soikia, my lord.
Tulu, first table.
Yes, my lord.
289. Yes.
Total sanction amount 4,93 lakhs 65,011 rupees, my lord. And you receive amount 4,65 lakhs 57,800.
Why cost of establishment you want to
No, my lord, no.
receive? That is of the office of the deputy commissioner. There are some offices to be set up to calculate the compensation, Right? Cost of establishment is office of the deputy commissioner's establishment. Why you don't want to grab the money? That is not meant for you.
The my lord complaint order.
Those are not meant for you. Cost of contingencies, I don't think that those are meant for you. The amount meant for you is 4 crore 65,57,800. Have you received it or not?
Yes, my lord, received.
Then why you want the money which is meant for deputy commissioner? It is quite understandable,
My lord,
is it not?
In fact, contempt was filed before releasing the.
This
amount.
ad conversion premium of AP land, they have made the AP land into PP land. Right? That is the cost of conversion. That is meant for maybe revenue department, not for you. You should be satisfied that your AP land has been converted into PP land and gave you 4 crore 65 lakh.
Can we close?
Close. Had MS. Embora,
This one.
D Hunwal. Okay, বেলেগ লিখিব data copy আহি দিব Learned counsel for a petitioner and Mr. G. Pegu,
My lord, for the deputy commissioner Dhemaji.
learned counsel for the respond number. So many petitioners, huh? Petitioners.
He's for deputy commissioner. Other
Mr.
than deputy commissioner, I appeared. my lord.
Okay. Mr. G. Pegu. Learned, who is the deputy commissioner? Okay. For the deputy commissioner district,
Dhemaji.
Dhemaji,
Now it is district
And-
commissioner.
district commissioner. And Mr. D. Goswami, learned additional advocate general. Assisted by anybody
Yes.
for all the other respondents. Or Mr. Council only.
No, my lord, because later on,
Contempt.
my lord, this as instructed by this honorable court, I took the instruction as additional
Okay,
advocate.
Mr. D. Goswami, learned additional advocate general. Assam is also present, is also heard. The Mr. Pegu, Learned Council has placed a communication bearing number so and so dated 16/8/2023, comma, addressed to him by the deputy district commissioner, Dhemaji district. Mr. Pegu has submitted that as part of said from the said communication, comma, it is reflected. It is reflected that the petitioner or petitioners, I think petitioners, right? Petitioners in the contempt case number. First table is meant for one,
Yes, subject one, yes, 289/2018,
first one.
first one.
Tulu Sogia is 290.
290.
The petitioners in contempt case C number 290/2018 have been disbursed an amount of rupees 4 crore 57 lakh 1,496 as compensation for acquisition of their lands. First of MS Hunwal, learned counsel for the petitioner, has also submitted that the petitioners have received the sum of rupees 4 crore 57 lakh 1,496 among themselves. In view of such position, and considering the fact that the petitioners have received the compensation amounts, comma, there is no necessity to adjudicate the contempt petition further. So the same is accordingly closed. Ito to likhibo, kali figure to likhibo 4,65,57,800. Aru contempt case number hobo
289.
289. Huh? A copy of so and so communication bearing number so and so dated so and so is kept as part of the case record. I, in view of the order passed today, in what is this? WBC. It a content or content, yes, no? It a content. It content, it profile, it audio. ভুলকে লিখেছি ভুলকে টাইপ করেছি অনন্ত ভুল টাইপ in view of the order passed today in contempt case numbers 290/2018 Commander Einstein interlocutory application is accordingly closed. Argue asin. It would ask it to contempt case 289.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of respondent number 1, 2, and 7, my lord. My lord, I am not feeling well, my lord. The matter may be taken up. on next
He is not well. That is why he made a request. I have no objection. Can it be on next Monday?
Okay, Monday ki man issue already fixed kori. Wednesday.
Highly obliged.
UK Goswami. PS Bhattacharya. E Chakraborty. For the respondent of 5 in the writ petition, it 4592/2020. Mr. Bhattacharya, Learned Counsel, now 1, 2, and 7 has submitted that he is not feeling well, and the case be listed on another date in the next week. So stop. As sought for, is the case on next Wednesday.
Hello.
Item 38.
Yes. Deducted have already been released. Yes, what is your instruction?
My lord, security amount, received, my lord. But, total amount,
Any other grievance?
yes, my lord.
What?
May I read the order, my lord?
Okay.
It's number 17, my lord.
17.
717.
Hmm.
In para 5, my lord.
Para 5.
In view of the aforesaid instruction of PAC department as stated herein before as there appear to be no dispute with regard to the entitlement of the petitioner for the amount of rupees 4,01,368 payable by the department. This petition deserved to the allowed by the director, the superintending engineer, public health engineering, Nagar Circle, Pujai division. Respond number 4, as well as the civil engineer, public health engineering department, respond number 3 to the release the state amount of rupees 4,01,368 to the petitioner within a period of 3 months from the date of the issue of the certificate copy of this order. Para number 6, at the same time that authority shall pursue the matter relating the security deposit of the concerned authority with due intimation to the petitioner, and the petitioner is also granted liberty to pursue the matter releasing the security deposit amount 63,248 rupees with the concerned authorities together with a certified copy of this order, and it provided that such authority shall entertain the representation, if any, submitted by the petitioner for release the security deposit amount, and a reply in writing should be served to the petitioner within a period of 30 days from the date of submission of such representation, my lord.
So you did not receive,
Yes,
4 lakh.
my lord.
Then, I don't know, we have requested Mr. Gogoi as a standing counsel. I don't know this respondents you have included, whether they are still there or not.
My
So
lord,
no one is there, Lord.
No one is there. You have to bring the order
Present
to the notice of the present incumbent.
yes,
They have to file an impleading petition, right? Then we can
yes,
understand. We have requested Mr. Gugoi as a standing counsel. He does not represent any of those. So we file. Okay, MSD Honwal and a counsel for the petitioner has submitted that. Insofar as the refund of security deposit deducted at source is concerned, the petitioner has received the same, has already received the same. Post of MS Punwal has, however, has submitted that the respondent authorities have not in the PH department have not yet disbursed the amount of rupees 4,01,368 as directed by this court in the order dated 1/2/2019 passed in the petition, WPC number 7324/2017. Full stop. Mr. R.R. Gugoi and standing counsel PH department who was requested to obtain instruction as regards the refund, as regards the status of refund of the security deposit, has submitted that none of the respondents arrayed in this contempt petition are presently holding the post mentioned therein. So, MS Sunwal, in view of such situation, MS Sunwal and a counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the petitioner would bring the effect of non-compliance of the aforesaid direction passed in the order dated 1/2/2019 Supra to the notice of the present incumbents who are holding the offices, respective offices, or within a short period of time, and thereafter, the petitioner will prepare appropriate pleadings seeking their implement as party respondents. And MS Sunwal has thus paid for 3 weeks time or 4 weeks. 4 weeks time. 4 weeks time. Has sought for listing of the case after 4 weeks. So as to enable the petitioner to take the appropriate steps. The praise law leaves the case up.
39.
Lordship, on
All
last.
right, you have the order.
Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
Okay, we close this. There is no representation on behalf of the petitioner today on call. When the contempt case, when the case was listed on the previous occasion, that is on 23/8/2023, there was no representation on behalf of the petitioner. Mr. P.P. Dr. Learned Counsel for the sole respondent has placed a copy of the order bearing number so and so dated 26/12/2019 to submit that the direction made in the order dated 18/12/2019 passing the petition WBC number 8427/2019 has since been complied with. A perusal.
Last paragraph.
SLP also.
Lordship, there was a SLP also.
Where is 8427? Okay.
But
A perusal of the order. Bearing number so and so dated 26/12/2019 goes to indicate prima facie that the said order has been passed in reference to the order passed in the writ petition, WPC number 8247/2029. In view of such situation, there appears no necessity to continue with the instant contempt petition. The same is accordingly closed. A copy of the order being number so and so dated so and so as produced by Mr. Dr. Learning Council for the Sole Respondent is kept as part of the case record.
Item 40.
Please, your worship. Like order dated 29/7/2019, my lord, has not been complied with, my lord.
Hmm?
Page 16, my lord.
Page 16.
Page 16, my lord. Here, my lord, non-payment of contractors bill, only small amount is involved, my lord. 1,55,000, my lord. Kindly see page
Amount is admitted.
Admitted amount, your lordship. But thing is that we have our affidavit ready, but thing is that the deponent has to be new, chief engineer has to be in place for the signing of this, your lordship. That's the issue.
Why 2019? You don't have money. 1,50,000. Department does not have 1,50,000. 4,949.
Yes, your lordship.
Whether this kind of contemplation requires affidavit. On the first day itself, you should have come and said that 1,50,000 we have paid.
I can, but if the department doesn't. pay-
Admitted,
Admitted amount, your lordship, I know that.
4 years. If you cannot comply the direction of 1,50,000, then if the amount comes to crores. For 1,50,000, 4 years.
Yes, your lordship.
So if it is 15 lakhs, it will be 4 into 10, 40 years.
You can check out.
Take the instruction from the chief engineer,
Yes, your lordship.
or will cause him partial appearance.
Where will lordship? I'll do that.
1,50,000 after admission by the standing council. Same standing council. Get the instruction.
Yes, I'll get the answer, your lordship.
Don't prolong the matter by affidavit business.
Okay, lordship.
File it, but even after filing, I'll pause. Okay, Mr. A. Fani Mullah, Learned Counsel for the petitioner is present. The contempt petition has been filed by the petitioner, alleging a violation of the direction made in the order dated 29/7/2019, passed in the writ petition. WBC number 3755/2019. The direction in the order dated 29/7/2019 to disburse the amount claimed by the petitioner, which was 1,50,449.
It would be 56,000. 56,000 after verification. Page 19, my lord.
Okay, but you can amount to value. Within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of the copy of the order on admission by the learned. Okay, full stop. Not admission. Mr. R.R. Gogoi, Learned Council appearing for the sole respondent,
No, one
for the respondents.
Correspondence.
respondents, my lord.
Respondents has submitted that He has obtained the necessary instructions and requires 2 weeks time to file affidavit in opposition. First off. As the amount involved is rupees, the prayer is allowed. First of absolutely, as the amount involved is rupees 1,56,449. Mr. Gogoi shall also obtain instruction as to why the said amount has not yet been disbursed to the petitioner till date. Effective after 2 weeks.
All right.
Item number 41.
May it please your lordship. There is a clear case of contempt, your lordship. May I just draw your lordship's attention to the relevant portion of the order.
What about the previous submission?
Your lordship, that submission will not hold good because your lordship, there is a clear-cut admission in this case by the director of the education that the goods have been supplied and the payment could not have been made because the madrasa was merged with secondary education. And in view of that, the payment was not made. Therefore, the honorable court directed to make the payment. Now they come up with a new submission that we are making some inquiry. So that is not permissible, your lordship, in this case. I'll just demonstrate it from the order, your lordship.
That's what the instruction.
Yes, lordship, that for compliance of this order, when committee was constituted, lordships, now the committee has sought some queries before from the director of secondary education, and that was submitted on 31st of August. The father.
Your lordship, they are saying that
What
things
was the finding?
That finding is the committee is yet to be coming to lordship. That is the reason. That finding is not yet received, lordship.
your lordship, they cannot
saw
go
some
for the finding right
Further
now.
query from the director of secondary education, lordships, and those were submitted on 31st of August. And even in the order itself, lordships, that it was stated in para 5 that because of the closure of the department of that madrasa education, lordship, with the secondary education, that budget.
Right, money has not gone anywhere.
Not anywhere, but
It is within you,
Yes, yes, lordship.
within your department
Only now that.
or whatever,
government
in the
has verified.
state,
Yes,
state government, state
And-
exchequer.
yes.
So only thing is that to
Now budgetary. provision-
untie the
Yes, yes, exactly,
procedural formalities and release it.
exactly.
What has taken you
Your
so
lord-
much time? Committee,
That-
examination, finding, report.
Yes.
Your lordship, they've constituted the committee right now. I'll just take 5 minutes, your lordship. Your lordship will kindly turn to page 94. Otherwise also,
No, your account has been, you
no,
executed
there
a
is a,
contract,
no, what I want
right?
is that they
Yes.
are trying.
You
to-
executed, if I
Yes,
remember from memory, if you have executed a contract work.
right.
In the meantime, this madrasam got merged, right? Their account were closed.
Yes.
Yes.
lordship.
So that money could not be disbursed to you when madrasa education directorate was in existence. So it got merged with secondary education.
Right, your lordship.
So secondary education department had to release the money.
Exactly.
That is your case.
And they have
Yes,
to
And
verify everything.
amount is admitted one.
yes, your
According to
lordship.
you.
Yes.
It's on record.
Only
So
the
that is,
government.
right,
Yes.
so that is to untie all this procedural thing
Yes.
and to release the money to you.
2014, your lordship.
Right,
He has been made to
why you
suffer.
are sitting over the matter?
And what they have did, your
I
lordship,
do not go into all this FOP, SOP. Why? What has prevented you?
Only because the department that has been merged, lordship, now that government want that.
It is
second-
not that money has gone flying
No,
somewhere
That secondary department wants to
as an
verify-
UFO.
that has to be verified, lordship.
Uh-huh.
And the verification. for
what
some
verification, your lordship?
Time is
How much?
taken, yes, that is there. lordship.
How much
Yes.
time? There
Your
has
lordship,
been
this
limit.
petitioner is literally on the street, your lordship.
He has invested his money
Yes.
to execute a work for you. Now your procedural body, all this, who is this?
And he is no
lordship,
longer
Let,
point of
let the director come.
Yes, your lordship.
director, but it's a government has to take the decision, lordship, because it is now in the government. Lordship.
Passing the buck from one to other,
But
is
director,
very easy.
lordship, director cannot provide for budgetary or any other sanction. It's a
We'll
government.
go one by one. Let director come and blame secretary. Then we can ask,
May I point out one
we
thing?
can ask then secretary is present. we cannot go on
And moreover,
directing.
moreover,
The joint
That-
secretary is the main culprit, your lordship. If I may
Okay,
point, if I may
let's-
point out one thing, your
he is not
lordship,
a part
the
of.
order was
No,
passed.
Mr. Sinha will go by one by
No,
one.
I'm just pointing out one malafide, your lordship, as an officer of the court, not as a
Let him
servant of
complete
my
the
client.
present
Your
commission.
lordship, the judgment was 27/10/2021. It is in page 106. I'll just read the operative portion and I'll show the malafide committed by them. Page 101. Para 11. The proposal is directed to be prepared expeditiously and forwarded to the finance department for sanction of required funds. Such exercise is directed to be completed within 2 months from the date of the receipt of the certified copy of this order to be furnished by the petitioners. Your lordship, this was passed on 27/10/2021. I have submitted the copy to them. That is page 103. 10/1 on 11/11/2021. So their 2 months ends on 11/1/2022. Now they set over the matter. Now this order was passed.
Which order?
I'll just point. Mr. Khatuniar has handed over to this honorable court. Their document, this is not my document. The lordship will see the malafide. This is pure case of harassment. Because they have not received their share of money. This was handed over. Now they acted upon on 26 October 2022. And what they say, with reference to the subject cited above and letters quoted above, I am directed to inform you that the finance budget department by letter dated such and such, dated this 4th August 2022, has informed that the detailed head of accounts under such and such under grant number 71 already exists in the finance portal. It means they have examined, they have verified, they have stated everything. The next page, your lordship. This is the additional secretary writes to the senior standing counsel. These were placed before the court, your lordship. In continuation to this department letter cited under reference, copy and close, I am directed to inform that the finance budget department by its letter dated such and such 4/8/2022 has intimated that the detailed heads of the account under grant number 71 already exists in the finance Assam portal and also advised this department to make necessary budget provision for submitting CA proposal through online system. Accordingly, this department has requested the Director Secondary Education Assam to take urgent necessary steps as advised by finance budget department, copy and close. Now what happened, your lordship? Etu Dibosun. As the court has directed that they can ask for any documents from me. Now, all of a sudden, this Udayaditya Gogoi, he comes with a new plan. And this is 16/3/2023. He says that with reference to the subject cited quoted above, I am directed to inform you that a committee for examination of the claims of the petitioner was constituted. By government notification dated 7/1/2023. How this could have been done? You have already taken a decision.
Take it, definitely instruction from a deputy, who is this?
And your
Director-
lordship, as per Mohinder Singh Gill, you cannot change your
Director of-
stand or improve your case by an affidavit.
Director of Secondary Education by next Wednesday. What is the result? Thereafter, we'll deal with this
Yes, sir.
committee, constitution of the committee.
Your lordship, the madrasas are closed. I have made my supplies as per your work
Okay,
order.
wait for one more week.
No, I'm not, but what is
I have-
this?
I have
Me as an officer of the court, your lordship.
I have understood.
These are local businessmen, your
Learned
lordship.
counsel for the petitioner and who is for whom?
I'm for the respondent one lordship. But that's not-
SMT SST.
he is no longer holding the post right now, lordship. The B. Kalan Silverwood. He was
Who's that?
transferred 2 years back, lordship. Now,
No,
and-
Vijay Chaudhary has been.
No. Vijay Chaudhary, she is seriously ill. She is also not in service. It's a Narayanpur,
Ketia Purana.
almost a year.
Vijay Chaudhary was implemented, your lordship,
He-
by
But
Yes, she's suffering from cancer, lordship. She is for last 8 months.
7/12/2022, she was implemented, your lordship.
She's no longer in.
Who represents?
Now the Narayan.
Mamata Hojai.
Mamta is the director.
Mamta Ojha is the director.
Director.
She's there.
Get definite instruction from
Yes.
Mamata Hojai. In
Yes.
the meantime, if something is changed, if something is changed, if you want to bring all this, who has considered the committee all this, make the pleading, but let us obtain the instruction from M. Hojai, M. Hojai.
Yes, Lord.
You represent M. Hojai also.
Yes, I will look. Yes.
When you represent 1 and 3,
1 and 3.
Mr. Solia,
For 2.
2.
Director is also losses. She has gone on medical surgery just yesterday. So she's on leave. I don't know when she will join. That I will take the instruction anyway.
Your lordship, this person has been literally on the.
No, illness is a different thing. Sir.
Anyway,
Vijay Chaudhary, if that
Vijay
lady
Chaudhary
is
is a
suffering
separate
from
issue.
something,
yes, Lord.
or Mamata Hojai has undergone
Just yesterday.
injury, surgery, that is a different issue.
Anyway,
Don't
lordship,
mix all this.
Yes.
We'll try to get off the
Yes, yes.
instruction.
let it fix on next week. And I'll wait.
And finance department, we requested to take the instruction whether they were sent with the proposal or not. Because it was lying with them.
That can be clarified by the education department authorities. When they are sent, we'll do a.
Likho from the communication bearing number dated 26/10/2022 sent from the Department of School Education, Assam to the Director of Secondary Education, Assam, a detailed head of account as quote 22028 লিখি দিব unquote grants under grant 7 number 71 has all exists in Fin Assam portal, and the said fact has been confirmed by the finance within bracket budget department. Full stop. By letter dated number so and so dated so and so. It further transfers from letter number so and so dated next letter 26/10/2022 of the finance department. Sorry. Like that finance department had advised the Department of School Education to make necessary budget provisions by submitting CF proposal through online system, right? Mr. Sinha, learned counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that in view of the clear direction made by this court
21/10/2000.
by order dated 27/10/2021 passed in the writ petition WBC number 4457/2020, constitution of any committee for examination of the claims provide notification dated 7/1/2023 is completely uncalled for. Mr. Sisti, learned counsel for the response number 3. Has placed a letter number so and so dated 31/8/2023 of the Director of Secondary Education, Assam, and addressed to the Department of School Education, this school, providing information documents as sought by the government by letter dated 18/8/2023. In view of the specific directions made to the respondent authorities to prepare and forward the necessary proposal to the finance department for sanction of the required fund within within a period of 2 months. In the order dated 27/10/2021. Comma, the act of constituting any committee does not prima facie indicate that the actions, such action is for compliance of the direction, expeditious compliance of the direction. Be that as it may, Mr. Sistis shall obtain definite instruction as regards the budgetary proposal. Preparation and submission of budgetary proposal by the Department of School Education, stroke Director of Secondary Education, Assam, to the Finance Department on the next date of this thing. This is the case on next Wednesday.
Deeply obliged, I can say.
After
2 weeks.
10 days, Lordship, that will, because it will take some time, Lordship. I'll have to proceed.
17/3/2023, they've been seeking time, your lordship. For the last 5 months.
25.
Deeply obliged.
42 and 43.
May I please, your lordship?
Yes,
Lordship, my senior Mr. S.K. Mehdi is out of station. Matter may be adjourned from this.
Mr. Medhi is out of station.
Yes.
So matter is to be listed after how much time? Yes, Mr.
Date may, I'm
Your name?
KK Mehdi.
KK Medhi, Learned Council appearing for Mr. S.K. Medhi, Learned Council for Learned Central Government Council,
Yes.
for the respondent NF Railways. I have submitted that Mr. Medhi is out of station on personal ground and the case be listed.
On 25th September.
No, don't ask for any details. After 2 weeks. Mr.
KJ Hazarika.
A.
KJ Hazarika.
KJ Hazarika, Learned Council for the petitioner
Yes, lordship.
in both directions.
In both the one.
Okay, appearing for the petitioner, for the petitioner is in attendance. As sought for by Mr. On behalf of SK Medhi, CSC, release the case after 2 weeks on a 2 weeks by the office.
Item number 44.
Nasib Para.
Sir, notice has been served, but even then they have not responded to the honorable notice of the court matter.
Registered post.
Already served matter. There is in the official of the clear. It was received by some of the officials matter. On
Who
28/7/23.
who receives?
Sole respondent.
Mona Lisa Das,
Yes, she is the official.
some Oloka Chaudhuri,
The Olga Chaudhary is the person who has received it.
but this Mona Lisa Das is still
He is working in the office, my lord, clerk.
chairperson. No, no.
Yes.
Mona
Okay.
Lisa Das.
Yes, she's there. Same chairperson is there. Mona Lisa Das is there.
Why you have not made the executive officer? She is an elected person,
Yes,
chairman,
the direction was to her, my lord.
huh?
Direction was to her. I take your lordship in page 13. In view of the consent of the learned councils of the parties, the respondent number 3 directed to take decision on the petition representation dated 28/10/22 within a period of 1 week. That see in the read petition was
It is motion stage, disposal or what?
disposed, my lord.
Motion stage.
Yes,
In the read petition, she was not represented? Is it, was he represented?
No, it was not, nobody was represented on that.
An order passed against the respondent who is not yet represented, what kind of effectiveness it will have?
But my honorable
Tell
court,
me.
honorable court has passed an order that have to be complied, my lord, at least. Yes, my lord. The board is there, they are not honoring the order of the court, my lord. And we are facing hardship, my lord.
We don't know about three, respond number three. Nobody represented the petitioner. Somehow the action was made. It should have been made. No.
If your lordship wants further notice, my lord, we can send
No.
it.
It should have been respond number 4.
That was, my lord, I leave it to your lordship.
What to do, I don't know.
If your lordship wants Dosti service also, I can serve, my lord. They are not coming, they must at least,
Better because some Oloka Sudhuri.
all of his office staff.
Hand over the dusty notice to that lady, Mona Lisa, directly.
Yes, I can be.
Otherwise, some Olokananda,
She's in, but in the office, when it goes, my lord, the office staff received it.
no,
Then usually
then
they are-
after 1 year, this Mona Lisa would come, say that that lady has not handed over a copy of the notice.
Message, ma'am,
I
yes.
have come across.
Yes. Similar situation may develop, my lord, that's true. All right,
Deputy Commissioner has come and said that these two assistants, LD assistants did not furnish me a copy. So I asked for personal appearance of the Deputy District Commissioner, then he initiated disciplinary action. Well, whether, so come again on the next day and say to us that what order you have passed in the disciplinary action. Because he might take the plea
Exactly.
incorrectly also.
Yes. So I'll serve with Dosti service.
I think S.C. Viswas, Plenary Council for the petition. Hard, huh? The sole respondent is quote unquote. Likhidibo.
Mona Lisa Das,
Ah,
chairperson.
full name.
Srimati Mona Lisa Das.
Ah, I have already said. Office note. Dated 28/7/2023
Yes.
reflects that the ID card received back after service bears a signature of one quote unquote Oloka Chaudhary unquote. Full stop. In view of such facts and circumstances, the petitioner is directed to take fresh steps for service of notice upon the respondent number, sole respondent, full stop. Mr. Vishwas and counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the petitioner may be permitted to take such fresh steps by way of Dusty.
Dusty.
Full stop. The prayer made by Mr. Vishwas is allowed. The petitioner, Likhidibo, compliance affidavit, Likhidibo, directly
Yes. Sure.
upon
Sure.
the sole respondent. I can give you. I can give you after effecting. Dusty service directly upon the sole respondent. Capture compliance affidavit. Right? Routed through the registry. Release the case after 3 weeks.
Well, date
4
will,
weeks, 4
after
weeks.
that we'll file.
3 weeks, we make a mention. Complete the process within 2 weeks.
Diploma.
46.
Lordship, there is a
New case.
new case, Lordship. This thing
Okay.
for notice, Your Lordship.
And
Bottom
Gautam,
line, Lordship.
petitioner. They do Likhidibo, alleged violation of the direction. No, the
Judgment and
content
order
video Likhidibo,
36/2022.
36 2020 paste 55 also. In WBC number, in the repetition, your repetition,
3542
3542 2020
2018, your lordship,
22
2018, your lordship.
2018. Issue notice returnable. In four
Lordship,
weeks.
may
Take
indicate
steps,
that-
take steps by registered ready.
So lordship, this is a common order and judgment, lordship.
That is why, what is your repetition
So
number?
lordship will find our petition number
Tell me,
at page 37, lordship,
3542, right?
3542, lordship,
Issue notice.
page 37. That is our page numbering and 37. 354,
Respondents review. Take steps.
lordship.
47.
New case,
L. Gogoi. With two orders, I know.
page 12, order 311 for
Third is dated 1/4/2022, WBC 7337 2018. Issue notice. 4 weeks. Respondents, are they there?
Look.
Steps by registered 3 days.
apply.
58.
New case, notice will go, my lord.
New case. Jay Sharma. Case 10, 21/2/2014. WBC number
933.
933/2014. How 1 year
My lord,
over,
we were perusing and the draft was,
over by 9 years.
my lord, draft was also ready. But due to paucity of fund and this.
No, why you are delayed?
That is why, my lord. Already they pursued it. And the fund, due to paucity of the fund, the payment could not be made, my lord. And
So
similar,
why you have come after
that is
9 years?
that they were assuring, my lord, and notice. also-
Assuring will not increase the period of limitation.
That is true, my lord, but in a similar matter, my lord. the
No
notice-
matter.
Notice
Section
was issued,
20,
my lord.
please section 20
That is,
of the contempt of
my
court.
lord,
Act.
that
Satisfy me,
I know, my lord.
then I'm not going to do it.
But my lord-
9 years, 9 years is too long a
My
delay.
lord, similar matter, my lord.
No, I'm not going to call, you have to satisfy me on the statutory point.
That is there, my lord, but.
Statutory point of limitation, section 21.
That is,
Take contempt of
that
court.
is 1 year, that is 1 year, my lord.
Then
But even that they were assuring it, they were ready.
that
to-
assurance will not give you any license
But due to.
for
My lord,
preferring the contempt petition with a delay of 9 years.
That is true, but that due to paucity of. fund,
You
payment could
said-
not be made.
You satisfy me on that basis of the decision Pallab said.
That is there, my lord, but the, even.
Contempt
after-
petition after 9 years. No, we are not going to make mockery of the contempt law.
My lord.
You
even if-
satisfy me on contempt of court, section 20.
That is there, my lord, I know it. 1 year is the maximum, my lord.
That was maybe par incuriam.
Yes,
Any order passed in ignorance of any statutory provision is par incuriam.
yes.
So tell me
And even.
that limit, section 20. No court shall initiate any proceeding of contempt
Yes.
either on its own motion or otherwise, comma, after the expiry of a period of 1 year from the date on which the contempt is alleged to have been committed.
That is there, my lord. But they were assuring, that's why, my lord, the.
Tell me, assurance will increase the period of limitation. If you can satisfy me, I'll
Even-
issue notice.
Even I issued the notice to them, they
No,
issued it.
tell me,
They say that.
assurance
Yes,
will increase the period of limitation. Assurance or acknowledgement of
Yes.
liability
yes, yes,
can increase the period of limitation in a civil suit.
yes.
Whether same principle is applicable in contempt.
That, that spirit may be applicable, my lord, because it
Spirit,
amounts
no.
to, it amounts to
Spirit-
an acknowledgement.
Perhaps, however, will not do.
My lord, even
In
the-
my view, that will not do.
only the notice is issued,
Am I
my lord, the
clear?
payment will be made, my
Am
lord.
I clear? Just because you will get the money just because court will issue the notice, I will not violate the law.
That is right.
Why should?
Yes.
Court is here to comply with the law.
My lord.
Court is not here to not to comply with the law.
But when they issued it, it
That
amounts
is-
to an
It
acknowledgement.
is up to be between, show me
Yes.
that like for a civil suit,
Yes,
acknowledgement of liability
section 80.
can get the limitation period extended.
Yes,
The same principle is also applicable in case of contempt jurisdiction.
that I will show, my lord.
So otherwise.
Yes.
Heard Mr. J. Sharma, learned counsel for the petitioner who stopped the contempt petition has been preferred by the petitioner alleging violation of a direction contained in an order dated 21/2/2014 passed in a writ petition WPC number 933/2014 full stop. Section 20 of the Contempt of Court Act 1971 has prescribed that no court shall initiate any proceedings of contempt, either on its own motion or otherwise, after the expiry of the period of 1 year from the date on which contempt is alleged to have been committed. Full stop. Mr. Sharma has sought for a week's time to address on the issue.
1 week time, my lord.
1 week. Raise the case
And
after this.
second is also same, my lord.
Same. Same.
Item number 50.
My lord, today it has come for orders, steps was taken against respondent number 5.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Private respondent. Sir.
Why? What is this?
Lordship, in this case, I had applied for a residential electricity connection. But the respondent did not allow me the said connection. I have approached before the honorable court, and accordingly, an interim order already passed to continue temporary connection. But during existing of this order, the respondent authority has disconnected my electricity connection.
Temporary electricity connection.
Lordship, electricity is a basic.
Have you paid the necessary charges?
Lordship, I am paying
Huh?
all I am paying.
See, your order is this connection.
Yes,
The temporary electricity connection which the petitioner is presently enjoying. So at the time of filing the writ petition,
yes,
the petitioners were enjoying a temporary electricity connection.
yes,
Interim order is that the same should be allowed to continue
yes,
till the disposal of the writ petition, subject to payment of necessary charges. So that is the interim order.
Lordship.
If you are aggrieved
Yes, Lordship.
by this order,
Yes,
go to the appellate court.
Lordship.
Why I will modify this?
Lordship, they have given temporary electricity connection.
That is what the interim order is, Mr. Counsel.
Yes, Lordship.
You are still agreed,
No, Lordship.
then go to the appellate court. Then if still aggrieved, you go to the Supreme Court
But I had applied.
till disposal of the writ petition,
Yes, Lordship.
interim order. Temporary electricity connection which you were enjoying at the time of filing the writ petition, the same shall be continued till the disposal of the writ petition, subject to payment of necessary charges.
Yes.
Are you agree by that order? Are you agree by that order?
No, Lordship.
No, then what you are filing? IA?
Lordship,
What you are filing for IA?
I on 14/8/2023.
On normal charges. Why? That amounts to final order?
In
Lordship, during pendency of this writ petition and
Temporary connection was disconnected.
disconnected. My lord, they have not paid the charges.
Oh. Good enough.
Lordship,
There's your instruction. I'll dismiss this internet
my lord,
as well as the referee.
I have the parawise comments with me right now, my lord.
File affidavit.
Yes, my lord. Lordship, till disposal may at least on normal.
No, you have not paid any charges. Show me evidence.
Lordship,
File your response.
I enclosed all the bill.
Why they have not
Page
paid?
number 25. There has been material suppression on their part. They have not clarified that they have not paid the bill. They have annexed the bill as annexure number 8 at page 25 of the IA. My lord, this bill has been pending. They have not cleared it. And now they're further seeking the court's interim order. My lord, this is a fit case to vacate the interim order, in fact.
Right, so file it.
Yes, my lord, we'll file it. No, lordship.
Sort affidavit to that I.
Yes, kindly see lordship.
Court cannot be taken for a ride.
Yes, lordship, page number
I
25.
have heard you enough.
Lordship,
I have heard you enough.
due date 31st August, but they disconnected on 14 August.
Let them file. How much time? 1 week?
Well.
File. Mr.
Yes, Governor.
S. Bormon, Mr. S. Bormon, learning counsel for the petition applicant. And Mr. A. Borua, Alliance Standing Counsel, APDC. Post of Mr. Borua has submitted that. He has received the necessary instruction to file an objection to the interlocutory application, and the same will be filed within a week's time. So release the case. Where is allowed, release the case. Where to file objection is allowed, release the case on. File it, next file. Louis Ponchit.
That may be fixed.
Fixed.
22-9. Item number 51.
Obliged, ma'am.
Lordship, this I have to substitution lordship, during petition, the petition filed. The wife.
Okay, some other day and Wednesday. I have to go attend something. 51, okay, L Mohan. Shikawati.
For water.
What is the subject matter of the petition?
Non-payment of the bill, lordship.
Okay, we can wait for 7 days.
Lordship, this aspect, I have filed for substitution.
That is what. I have posted it for another date.
52.
Yes, 52.
Please, your lordship, as per the direction of this honorable court, notice of motion was issued on 21/7/2020.
Served,
Not
served or not?
sub, but they refused, your lordship. I have filed an affidavit to that extent
One
on
minute.
8/8/2023, and there is an office note, your lordship, on 29/8/2023. 29/8/2023, the office note says that they have received the copy by registered post.
Okay, that will do. Heard Mr. R. Sinha, learning counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. B. Chaudhary.
For the
Last standing counsel, BTC for the
Finance
response number.
finance and taxation lordship in this case. Respondent number 6.
BTC.
Respondent 1, P. Biswas, on behalf of as the standing counsel.
You are for 1. Okay, MS.
P. Biswas,
P. Bishwas. Learning counsel representing
representing as the.
as Dr. Alliance Standing Counsel, Panchayat and Rural Development Department for the respondent number 1. And Mr. B. Chaudhary. Alliance Standing Counsel, Finance and Taxation Department for the respondent number 6.
Lordship, Mr. Nayak was
Mr. Nayak.
for BTC lordship.
Okay. Alliance Standing Counsel, PTC, he represents respondent number 2, 3, 4, and 5.
5.
Full stop. As per office note,
29.
that's it. 29/8/2023, the service of notice upon the respondent number 1 has been duly affected.
7, your lordship.
7. As all the respondents have been served the notices, release the case for admission after a week. Admission.
I'm
after-
deeply obliged, your lordship.
57, offense. 57, supplementary list.
Yes.
This is regarding settlement of market.
Service has been completed, my lord, and
Service completed.
completed as per official note, my lord, 8/9/23.
Same লিখিব নহলে A Rashid.
So it
A Rashid, MS, A Vishwas, আগৰটো লিখিব, S Dotto. Miss, where is Mr. B Chaudhary? Call him. B Chaudhary, call him.
may come on Friday, my lord, for admission.
Not Friday, next week.
Budget, my lord.
B Chaudhary লিখি দিব.
And then Monday.
BTC 234 and Mr. K. Gugoi. Additional senior government advocate. Order as per number 4. Full stop. As per office note dated 8/9/2, sorry, as per order, I go to Sajodi. Order dated 8/9/2020. Mr. BTC 235, right? Item number 57. On the date of motion, you were there. As per order dated 8/9/2023 of the Law Jima Code, the service of notice of under as per number 6 has been duly affected. As all the respondents have been served notices from at least the case for in the admission column in the next week. Only date will be by the-
Monday.
In the next week. Suppose if I go on, Mr. Rashid fixing it Monday will be 100 cases, Wednesday hardly 30. So let them decide.
Fine.